It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the songs with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof of my life, better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, independent, I never ever. You never know what is a star like another city, the driver's side fly. Just to get large, so many more, 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube and view it for free. Ay, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
It's Friday, Tommy Hutton. How could we quibble on a day like this? How could we quibble on a day like this? Morning, everybody! Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up?
How are you, man? How are you? Day one in the books of the Masters. Were you goosies galore yesterday?
I enjoyed watching it. I enjoy watching the train wrecks. I enjoy watching, just everybody positioning themselves. But it really, like, the cool thing about the way this golf tournament is playing out is normally you get a good wave and a bad wave, meaning that sometimes the weather's bad in the morning and then the next day is bad in the evening, which means that the same group of people played, in bad weather. But this time, each day, they're going to get to play in the same conditions, whether it's early, whether ground's a little bit softer, and then the evening when it's hard, all the players are going to get to play in the same, conditions. So you usually wait until after Friday to where you see where everybody is, because the guys that play golf early in the morning are probably going to have the better scores today.
All right. Well, Rory's is he still? He was leading after yesterday, right?
He's leading after yesterday, but he tees off later in the day. So if he has like around like Scotty Scheffler had like 2 or 3 under, then he'll be in the lead, because Scotty Scheffler probably played the best of all the evening guys with the crunchy greens, and he shot like 3 under. So we see if they switch. If Scotty shoots 5 under and Rory can shoot 3 under, then then it'll be a pretty good weekend.
Cool. Morning, Vlad. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, buddy.
It's good to have you here. Are you partaking in any Masters, or you wait till the weekend?
No, I was watching yesterday. Seeing Rory, if he now without the pressure, of having to win one, since he is the defending Masters champion. And
it's crazy, because I've always thought this. Going into like a big game or a big moment or a big event, especially as football players, you try and just go through your routine and simplify everything. And the circumstances of the game don't matter. It's your preparation and how you do it. You'll hear a coach say that all the time. And it's really true, because you want to just relax, go out and do it. But then all week or the month leading up to it, or whenever, everybody asking you questions about it, and you're like, I had never really thought about it till you brought it up.
Listen, if it was that simple, there would never be squeaky cheeks.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think I was always told, if you prepare and you're comfortable with your preparation, then the moment is never too big. Like, the only time the moment can get big is if doubt creeps in. And
Did you
have
ever
questions of whether you could?
What's the most nervous you ever were?
My second year of college, playing in front of 105,000 people.
That was
Yeah, I was like, what? To the point of, think about this. I used to just try to bull in the China shop through all situations in football. So if I'm feeling a certain way, I'm feeling nervous, okay, I just play harder. And my college coach, Bo Schembechler, said, I think it's better for you if you watched football for one play to kind of calm you down a little bit. So when I was in college, even though I was a starter, I never played the first play. So, like sometimes the people around you can kind of come up with things to kind of to calm you down and get you into, because football is a very excitable sport. And you really want to just relax and understand that you've been doing this your whole life. So the things that get you fired up are the things that you have been able to do your whole life. But I could see how it gets to people. How about remember who's the guy from Orlando, 90% free throw shooter?
Nick Anderson.
The moment hit him and he missed 2 free throws.
Ruined
right? It. Like it's just certain things like that where you have people that sports psychologists who take those moments and say, okay, what happened there that a guy who has been doing something his whole life all of a sudden looks like he never shot a free throw before, right? And that's what they try to help you through. Every sport is a little bit different, and golf is even as much so because you're out there by yourself. And regardless of what conversations you have, the only person that can hit that shot is you.
Let's get to our headlines, brought to you by Doral Hyundai. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. It is Masters Week, day 2 today from Augusta, and we will follow it along today as it goes through. The Marlins, they split their series with the Cincinnati Reds. They won handily yesterday.
How are you feeling?
Feel good. Like I said, going into the series, I wanted at least to split because 4-game series are always weird. Cincinnati's a pretty good team. But it's hard not to look back on that series. I mean, like I should have won 3 or 4. It's hard not to. It's hard not to. It's hard not to.
I understand.
I felt the last 2 series. I'm like, I guess maybe that's the sense of a young team and a young manager. Quite frankly, the manager's the one who blew the game this series. But I like this team. I think they're a fun team. I don't think that lineup ever gives anything. I love Javier Sanoja. He was 3 for 4 yesterday with 2 RBIs. Big Red when they allow him to play because he happens to Betsy if a lefty's on the hill. So we know he's not going to play against Scoobal on Sunday. But thankfully they're facing a couple of righties coming up here so they can keep Casey in the lineup. And because
how good do you have to be? And I'm curious about this. How good will he have to hit the ball to where the skip says, I need him in the lineup regardless of who's pitching?
I don't know, because I don't know if they just have if it's only a skipper decision or if it's a skipper / front office decision. Like I don't know
right
what the power structure is there for them to
that's unfortunate.
I think the answer has to be Slater has to keep sucking wind as he has been. So if he just keeps being himself, maybe that'll loosen up the strings. Now they did bring up yesterday, because we talked about this during the game, Griffin Conine is going to go on the IL with the leg injury. So Davison De Los Santos is coming up. So they will have some righty pop coming up from the line. I mean, he had a really good first game, and then they just sent his ass back down. They're like, thank you for your services. Back to the jumbo shrimp.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like when a guy like that gets sent to the jumbo shrimp, everybody in the jumbo shrimp is looking at him like, wow, he got sent down. He was balling.
Yeah, they say, Double D, what happened, dude? He goes, I don't know. I almost hit a home run my first at bat. And they said, all right, back to Jacksonville with you. See ya.
You think this may be one of those situations where, like, and I almost think of it from like the Spo situation where you have so much talent that you have to pick. And if you're off, you have a team with talent that doesn't play well because you've made decisions that don't have your best players on the field.
I think it happens. Is that Zeus or is that Dre? He's very, very upset.
That's Luna. Mima's back.
No,
so
But I think it has, there's always the baseball shenanigans. Who has options to go down? Who doesn't?
Yeah, that's the part I don't clearly understand. I do know they try to keep as many years, as possible, so they might not bring up a young guy so they can keep him an additional year or have his rights an additional year. So I don't know how much that plays into it. We just look at the team and go, hey, this guy seems like he can help the team. Why is he with the jumbo shrimp?
And sometimes it's not even just about like finagling the money, because it's like if you want to send, if it's just a flexibility thing, because if you do that and they don't have options, then you have to expose a guy to waivers, and that means anybody can pick him up. So,
and you definitely don't want to expose somebody that just finished hitting the ball off a wall.
Exactly.
right. Because somebody gonna say, I don't know why you don't like him. We'll take him.
Exactly, dude. All right, some breaking news here. Not surprising news. The Miami Heat finally have released Terry Rozier. That's it.
Any particular reason why now?
I don't really know. I'm gonna guess it had tax ramifications. I'm gonna guess, or this is the last day of eligibility to sign a guy to a standard, like a two-way guy that they like, whether that be Trevor Keels or Vlad Golden or Jameer Young.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why they waited this long. I don't know why they kept him past his guarantee date. I don't know why they didn't try to trade him. I don't know why that they didn't waive him at the start of the season and just kept Precious Achiuwa. I don't know, Leroy.
You think somebody like it? That's probably a question that, I mean, I would like an answer for.
I am sure Pat Riley is going to be asked about that at the end of season press conference. I'm sure Spo might be asked about it today, but yeah, I don't know why. I know today was the deadline to do it, so they did it, and I'm sure that there's just a slight savings. I don't understand why they didn't keep him past the guarantee, because remember they always believed they could have traded his salary, but nobody really ever got confirmation on that.
Right.
And so I guess they, I'm sure there was a point where like they had to wonder, oh, okay, what if he's cleared? But even if he was cleared, they weren't probably going to play him. So
no, it wasn't like he was playing enough to get on the court anyway.
I don't know. It's really frustrating. It continues to be like this team's already having the worst 3 weeks they've had in a long time. I mean, Erik Spoelstra, we'll play him coming on up. I didn't see the game yesterday. I was at the Dirty Boxing rehearsal. I saw like
you didn't want to.
I saw like 4 real minutes, and it wasn't a laugher yet. I was riding back from the weigh-ins to rehearsals, and then like as I like peeked back, I was like, "Oh, they're down 20. They're down. Ooh." And then
it looks like they're rushing but not playing fast. If I can like when you rush something versus like everything they try to run, right? But then they rush shots, they rush layups, they miss layups, they try to rush a pass and it gets picked off, they throw the ball out of bounds. Like it's almost like playing fast has put them in a situation where they make more mistakes than if they just walked it down and got a quality shot.
Well, the thing is like I saw like a couple highlights of like Bam getting like 3 putbacks and then like a slam finally. He obviously played with some fire in his ass, but I guess Brandon Ingram, couldn't miss. He was awesome.
Oh,
I haven't seen a team like the funny thing is like they have this for record that we were laughing about yesterday because Spo was making the comment about, if it wasn't for those 12 games, now 13. But nobody has kicked their ass, I feel like, more than Toronto. Like every time they've played Toronto this year, I'm like, they don't belong on a court with them. It is a stylistic nightmare for them.
But it's them in Orlando, the teams that they haven't beaten.
Even Orlando
looks similar.
But even the Orlando games have been close.
Because they can't shoot.
They play more competitive against the NBA defending champs.
Yes.
Than they have against the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, they've beaten Oklahoma City. They've beaten Detroit. They beat Denver, but with an asterisk because Joker got hurt in the first half. He had a triple-double. But Vlad, they've looked better against better teams. Toronto kicks their ass like Cleveland kicked their ass in the playoffs last year. Like every time, it doesn't look competitive.
And nobody's afraid of Toronto.
I know. It's weird because Toronto has the same thing. I was just reading today. Like they haven't. Who are they? They're 0-for against the Knicks, the Celtics, like all the best teams. Like they have the same. There was a crazy stat. Let me get this from Tim Reynolds today.
But that's why the teams that you're saying giving these stats about are playing teams.
No, yeah, I get it, but it's like
right.
Here it was.
If you have teams you can't get over, or you can't compete with, or it looks ugly, that pretty much means that
multiple. Like if you have a team that you can't get over, you're still
right.
You're
but it's multiple
teams that you can't get over. You're playing.
This was Tim Reynolds. Toronto this season, 26-0 versus the Heat, Hawks, Pacers, Bulls, Cavs, Jazz, Blazers, Warriors, Grizzlies. 0-for-20 against the Celtics, Knicks, Rockets, Nuggets, Clippers, Lakers, Spurs, Wolves.
So all the play. So question.
No. Because there's certain teams they could beat. The Cavs are in it, right? They've beaten the Cavs.
They've beaten the Cavs. They never lost.
They just haven't been.
And then 19-15 versus everybody else.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right. Knicks beating everybody. They've 0-3 against the Pistons.
So I have this theory. If you can't beat the 5 teams above you, and you can beat the 7 teams below you, that makes you a 6 seed or a 7 seed or wherever it fits in, right? If you're consistently losing to the teams that are above you, that pretty much slots you in itself. And that's
but the oddity is, like, normally you'll get one. Like the oddity to be undefeated on one side and not a win the other side, 0-for-20 or 20-0. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
Which is when you think of basketball and they say styles make fights. It's even more evident now in basketball, because if you're really big, some of the teams that have no size, you can just bully. And that's what's kind of happening to the Heat. And the only chance they have is, you know what? I bring old Vlad down. I put Bam in. I put Ware in and say, go use your fouls. Like, and just work through it. Yeah, because you've proven that playing small, you can't win. At what point are you going to stop trying to jam this square peg in a round hole? Like, 0 for what? 0 for what when you figure, like, we better just try to get some size in there or some kind of resistance.
Well, we'll hear from Spo because, as I said, I didn't watch the game yesterday because I was at the Dirty Boxing. And I get into my car and I hear Erik Spoelstra, and I was like, oh my God, I've never heard him like that. Like, just flummoxed, broken, sad. And I'm like, oh, he's because, we were making fun of him yesterday because of those ridiculous comments and shoot around about, what a record would be without those 3 teams. I was like, all right, dude. By the way, shout out to Ira, who's like, by the way, you guys are like 11-1 against like the tanking team, so it kind of evens out. But
no, you can, like, they go into those games and say, you ain't gonna tank on our watch. and then the one game, Bam said it. We lost to a team trying to tank, trying to lose.
That was crazy. What a year. We'll take a break. 15 minutes of Heat next. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Get to 15 minutes of heat here, brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. As the Miami Heat, they lose 128-114 to the Toronto Raptors to drop to 41-39 on the season. As far as Playinville, for those who are still interested, I don't know why you would be, but if you are, the Heat are 2 back of the Hornets. The Hornets have the Knicks and the Celtics left, but, it's not much for those guys to play for anyway. So I don't know how those are going to go. Now, those teams can still win if they rest a couple guys against the Hornets, but basically the Hornets win another game. The Heat are donezo. They're 10, but I guess there's still the possibility that they could get a 9-10 home game, but it ain't looking so hot. So anyway, get ready. You might want to start looking at your brochures for Cancun. We'll be start get ready to start scouting the lottery.
Nah, they Galveston.
What?
Oh, Galveston.
To the muddy waters?
They're the muddy waters. Right?
That's it. They don't deserve nice waters.
Yeah, there's some teams, some
they don't
teams
deserve
deserve
nice
Cancun,
waters.
but Chuck was right. They deserve Galveston.
Erik Spoelstra yesterday. I'm going to play a little bit of his post game because it was tough. It was a tough listen yesterday to hear this man after he has seen the thing that he really loves the most, which is his defense. His defense has disintegrated over the last 3 weeks. Where they were in the middle of March, and then the Olay twins come back. And by the way, Norman Powell, dude, go find a hammock and rest for a little bit because you do not look like ready.
It doesn't even look right.
Yeah, you're not in any place to play basketball, dude. And he even said so yesterday before the game. He was like, yeah, what's going to get it better? Rest. I'm like, well, then don't go out there then, dude. It's tough.
Trying to get paid.
I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that's what's going to do it, Vlad.
I mean, Vlad, the problem with sports is when you watch Norm play, very rarely do you go, oh, but he has a groin injury. You see what I'm saying? So that ain't getting him paid.
Here was Spo yesterday afterwards.
Typically, when a team loses 10 of 13, they change things up. They go to something different. You're on a very tight schedule.
Yeah.
Is there a way to try something different to get out of this?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, all options are on the table now. We got to look at everything. We have looked at a lot, but we'll continue to work to find solutions.
I've asked you this multiple times over the last few weeks, but how do you explain just what's going on with the defense?
I don't know. I've never been a part of something like this. So we just have to put our heads together and commit. It's about committing to doing really tough things in this league. Each night is a great challenge, and it's not easy to defend in this league. And I can't explain it. We had way more months of good habits than what we've seen the last 3 weeks. But these 3 weeks of really poor defensive games are overwhelming, the rest of what we've done, the rest of the season.
Is it effort? Is it system? And
I don't know. I have to look at all of it. I don't have those answers right now. When we're getting beat up on the glass, that's effort. It depends on the game. It's like different things. We're plugging holes in a dam right now. But we have to figure it out, and that's what we'll focus on right now.
Oof.
Defeated.
Is it unfair to the guys on the court to have a team at every position that's bigger than you and complain about you not getting rebounds?
I don't know. Like, yes, they are certainly bigger than you, but I mean, like, look, it's not. I think he's going to the totality of what they have.
The effort is it the effort portion of it, or just the sheer matchup?
I said this after the game a couple days ago. I'm like, this team looks, and Tyler actually alluded to this yesterday. He goes, because he was asked about the defense, and he was like, I'm not the best defender, but I've been part of teams that have good defense. And he goes, we just don't communicate, or we don't have that togetherness. And it looks like it. They just look like strangers. And I think part of it is that you have two high usage guys. And I don't mean to put this on those guys, but it just is what it is. I think that those guys being in, being out, and having to work both of them in, it just dismantled any type of mojo or chemistry that this team had. One of them is fine, but when you have to like placate to get both of them in, it's literally worked for one game, and that was the Cavs game, and that almost didn't work either. Because they almost blew that third quarter, and then they decided, you know what, we're gonna go with a run of Norm, Khalil, Pella, Bam, and Tyler didn't close that game. There's other games where Tyler played great and Norm wasn't playing, but that duo, it just has a thing that echoes through this team that just doesn't make, because everybody else has to fit in and everybody else to cover. And then the other guy, the offense plays into the defense. So maybe some of the other guys who get the touch they do, it doesn't feel the same. But it to me, it's a foundational misbuilding of a team. And, it just doesn't work. It's so obvious it doesn't work, but they can't do anything about it. And now you have a guy who's limping through the last parts of this season. For what reason, I don't know. I don't know why they're just telling, because here's what I would say. If a guy can't, maybe they're doing, and if they're doing this, they shouldn't. But if they're doing the whole, hey, Norm, whatever you can give us, don't do that. Because honestly, this is not a shot at Norm. There's just not a positivity to both those guys playing. So if one of them can get some rest, let him get rest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as like who cares? They're playing the Wizards today. You know what I would do? I would just literally play the G Leaguers. And Kasparis and Ware. Like, let Bam sit tonight. What's the point of him playing? Let him get a day off. Let him reset.
He could drop 84.
Been there, done that, Vlad. Just let all these guys on the back-to-back, and then see if they can see it. Let like Jaime play, and let Jaime go get 40 against the Wizards like he always does, and then see if you guys can get this Hawks game if you want to. But what's there left to do? We already know what the saying is, dude. The damage is done, my friend. 3 weeks. That's almost a month.
Thank you for that. It's 3 weeks. That's almost a month. Like nobody was gonna figure that one out by themselves. So I like, we saw this coming when both those guys were healthy. Like, okay, what are we gonna do? And we got into it about whether Tyler should start or Norm should start or whatever. I personally think that because of the way those two play defense on the top of the defense, and they get taken off the dribble or somebody gets free, you have young guys that are defending underneath that get lost. Khalil looks lost a lot when he has to figure out whether to go get the ball or stay on his guy.
Sure.
And it looks terrible, but you can see the dilemma that he's in.
Yeah, but it also looks terrible that Norman Powell basically burned the tread on his tires by Valentine's Day. Like, that's what it looks like.
He had to.
Yes, but
Tyler was hurt.
Tyler was hurt, but I think the point is like he had what he had. He put up video game numbers to start the season, but it couldn't carry through. And as soon as that happened, his body couldn't take it.
Right.
33.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate because you're right. He was gunning for a contract. There's nothing wrong with that. I understand he's looking for a home. I don't even think it's the end of him with the Heat because I know they won't bring back both of them. I mean, that would be psychotic. That would be psychotic behavior. But I don't know if it's going to either be let Tyler play out the last year of his deal or use Tyler to trade for somebody and then you sign Norm probably to a short, I'm going to guess like 240 kind of contract, something like that, if I had to guess. I mean, anybody who's going to sign him to longer than that, that seems irresponsible with how his body was this year. We'll take a break. We'll get to more Spo. If you guys want to get into 305-567-0560, we're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, 104.3 WQAM on YouTube, Miami 104.3 WQAM on Twitch. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Leroy, can we get a weather update brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting?
Can I just tell you, I see the sun. I don't see any clouds. It's a good start to the day. Tired of the rain.
Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storm rolls in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
All right. Stepping over to the window plex. We got partly cloudy skies. Gonna have a chance of rain later on this evening, but the winds are coming out of the east at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, and it is right around 80 degrees. Anytime that wind's coming off the east, blowing in that air off the ocean, you got a chance for rain. It's just that time of year. It's the cycle.
Yeah, crazy. It was crazy. There was crazy gusts yesterday. At least
and like it'll rain, and then so me and Rebecca went on a walk, and it was sunny. And by the time we got to the end of the block, it started raining. We powered through, and then it rained for like 10 minutes, and then that was it.
Well, it's good. It's a good start. It's getting into the swing of things there. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. Base says I'm going to try and catch DBX tonight, Tobes. Well, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for checking that out. Tonight it is, for those who want to check out Dirty Box Championship. First of all, if you're in town, very reasonable tickets. James L. Knight Center tonight. If you guys are priced up by the UFC, because I hear those prices are ridiculous. I also hear Leroy on the broadcast tonight. Could be a certain, I'm not going to name names, but a certain Matt could be on the broadcast tonight. So could swing by a little bit. So you guys might want to check that out. But it is going to be live and free on YouTube. Starting at 8 o'clock, the card gets going, and it hums, baby. It hums.
So it's 3 rounds of 2 minutes.
Three 3-minute rounds.
3 3-minute rounds.
3 3-minute rounds with like I think our finish rate is like 71% on fights. So yeah, it's gonna be and not surprisingly, it was at the Boxer gym yesterday. It's that very fancy, very nice. The first time I'd ever been there. It's near the arena, and they did the weigh-in, and not surprisingly, Wolf and Michael Garcia, very intense stare down between them. But thankfully, they had John Jones. The funny thing was, we have in the fourth fight up on the main card, we have a guy named Adam Progress who's 6'7", and he's 18 years old. I'm like, you're how young? When he walked into the meeting. But the guy that he's fighting is also 6'7". He claims that he's 6'8", but I got to be honest with you. He's like, I'm 6'8.5" with my bare foot. And I'm like, well, that's not what my eyes said yesterday, but he's still very tall. But the funny thing was them standing, because John Jones, good person to have as security for weigh-ins, because no one's going to mess with John.
Nobody's going to mess with John Jones.
No one's going to mess with John Jones.
Nope.
But it was just funny seeing two guys dwarf John Jones just in height. It was like weird.
John Jones is what, 6'2", 6'3"?
No, he's like 6'4". No, he's a big dude.
6'4".
Big and giant mitts. Giant mitts. So yeah.
When John Jones says, okay, calm down.
Yeah, calm down. So yeah, that should be fun tonight. Anybody wants to check it out live on YouTube, we'll be getting going. But if you do want to head down, you're looking for something to do on a Friday night, James L. Knight Center. It was odd being back in there. I was like, oh, man, I like same chairs when I graduated. I'm like, this is crazy. It was crazy.
Ricardo says, is this still 15 minutes of heat? I'm like, yeah.
We did 15 minutes of heat last segment of 15 minutes of heat. I mean, do you want to hear? I guess Ricardo wants to hear more of Broken Spo. We could do that.
You know, they're saying that Spo and Aaron Rodgers need to meet up
just to decompress.
It's been a tough 2 years for Spo, personally.
Yeah.
Divorce, house fire.
The divorce was like 3 years ago.
Oh,
but the house burning down is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been tough. He's been going through it, so
yeah.
Maybe a decompression with a.
This was the one though yesterday, Vlad. When I heard this answer, Amy Audibert asked him a question, and just listen to the way he starts this answer, because I was just like, oh man, what must be going through his head that he didn't want the words to come out of his mouth?
To Ira's earlier question, when you talk about possibly changing things, is that to win a game tomorrow, or is that to get to where you're at your best next week?
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now, but we'll see. This is 11th hour, so we don't have a bunch of time right now, but I'm also not blind to seeing what's going on. I don't know. Sometimes it's we're getting off to a poor start. Tonight it was the end of the first quarter, end of the third quarter, but we're looking at all of it, and we just, we have to find some kind of solutions, and the solutions are there. That's what's so perplexing. But I don't have that answer right now.
Yeesh. What a time, dude. That's crazy.
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
I'm going to use that line.
Really? Come on. I just.
You think you can get that? You can get away with that with your spouse?
No, he can't get away with it with nobody.
Really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
That's great. That is such a.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that with Big Spoon.
Yeah, try that.
Hey, what do you want to eat? I'm not emotionally ready to answer that question right now.
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
You sure you don't want Flanagan's? You don't want pizza? You don't have an answer to that?
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
That's a gaslighting statement, man.
But think about this. If your calling card is defense and you got to put Tyler and Norm on the court for an extended period of time, that messes with you mentally.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
Ricardo, let's send him 2 orders of rib rolls. That'll get him right.
Schmeathan says that sounds like a man who's about to pull a Brad Stevens.
Go upstairs.
Go upstairs.
Have Chris Quinn.
I do wonder, this is it is such an interesting thing because the Heat do have their fort of an organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at what point, when do Mickey and Nick Arison step aside and they think to themselves about their organization, which they have put in the hands of Pat Riley and has brought them a lot of great stuff, but this is very much hitting the length almost of post Big Three, post Dwayne Wade, Dion Waiters, Tyler Johnson, Hassan Whiteside. This is what this era is feeling like right now. All of the ether of the Jimmy Butler final teams is basically gone. The only thing that is remnants of that is just Bam Adebayo, who you're going to break by the time he's 30. Is there any chance that the ownership actually looks at the brain trust here and thinks they need to shake things up? Because I don't think that they are. I don't think that they're going to do that. But I don't know. They're the money guys at the end of the day, and the guy who has fortified their organization to be where it's at. It's kind of hard to tell that guy to go. Erik Spoelstra is going to be the coach of Team USA. It's hard to tell. Hey, we're gonna let Erik, because there's going to be, there's a report there's going to be maybe 12 new coaches this year. If Spo was on the open market, he'd be scooped up immediately by the highest bidder. But at what point, do you look at something like this and say, hey, we gotta do some real different stuff, because whatever's working or whatever the philosophy of what we're doing isn't working. And then also, what led to this point to have such lack of talent to compete with anybody, and how do you get out of that hole? Because look, unless the Giannis thing, we're going to bang our head against the wall and do that chase again, maybe it happens, but you don't know. You don't know. It's not in your control. So you're going to throw up another thing against the wall that's not in your control. What can the Heat do outside of, hey, Adam Silver, wink, ping pong balls?
You know what they could do? You know what they could start with? Being honest about the situation. Okay? For 2 years. For 2 years, we've basically been under thought process that if we're healthy, we're competitive. Okay. And that was, oh man, if so-and-so's healthy, if so-and-so's, oh no, Tyler's hurt again. And so you've never been able to avoid that for the last 3 years. And at some point, you have to be honest with the situation and say, okay, we're spinning our wheels waiting for this group to be healthy all the time. It's just not happening. Let's make some moves and get some, first and foremost, guys that I can count on for 65 plus games.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start there, I do believe that if you start there and have 10 of your 15 guys available for 65 games, your team will look better from the top to the bottom based on what Spo can do with those guys, what Spo sees that they can do. And then you can make a realistic, evaluation of your roster. It's hard to make an evaluation of your roster when you keep using the phrase, well, we're not healthy. That's part of the evaluation to me.
Yeah, but first, let them get gathered.
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
I am. I am.
Just done, my friend.
Hey, I'm emotionally ready. I'm hot. Let's go. We like it.
But really though, I
What do
mean,
you
this has been the same team the last
but
4 years.
But Vlad, it's been the same stuff we've been hearing for the last 3 years. So it's time to move on from them guys that we've been hoping that they're healthy for 65
It's
games.
the guard. To be fair to them, I do think there has been some different elements of this team this year, but it does always feel like it comes down to the A1 scorer that you have is not near anybody in the league who's an elite scorer. They're pretty good. Tyler Hero's a pretty good scorer. Norman Powell's a pretty good scorer, but he ain't elite. They're not amongst the elite. They're the fringe level all-star guys. But a fringe level all-star guy just getting you in gets you
win
here.
you a championship.
It gets you here. And you got to find some extra size that is not on the court that you trust besides Bam Adebayo. Okay, those have to be the two things in the offseason. That if you're going to do this, if you're going to keep Bam, which they probably will because he's going to go into a big extension right now, unless he makes a stink and demands it, which I wouldn't necessarily blame him. But I don't think that
he's not doing that.
I don't think that he's going to do that. So the two things that they need to do is get him real complementary size. That's one. And then you need to get either tenacious guards who are going to be, hell for other teams to play. A Derek White, somebody like that. A Lou Dort, somebody like that in the backcourt. And all love to Davion Mitchell. But as Leroy said, go ahead, Leroy, tell what you say about Davion.
Mouse in the house.
Or you need to get a dynamite offensive talent to put in the backcourt. Can put up, not it's he had a 30. He puts up 40. You
like Donovan Mitchell type.
Exactly. Now, I don't know if I'm not even saying Donovan Mitchell, but
I said type.
Yeah, if it's
but you can get away with that guy not playing defense.
Right.
You can't look. You can't not play defense and then give me 19 and 5.
But if you're gonna keep building around Bam, you need to get him some size help that you trust, legitimate size that you trust, and don't go the entire year with Jovic as your only backup big. Doesn't even want to do it. He wants to play like he's 6'5". You went the entire year, did nothing about it. So get some real size to help Bam Adebayo, and then either really upgrade the guard position, not think it's going to be good, not roll the dice it's going to be all right, not last guy on the all-star good, all-star good. And the other thing is, look, if there's no out, if there is no free agency, you don't take the chance on a Zion, a Donovan Mitchell, a Giannis, can't make that happen, and it does have to be in the draft, then the man who's not emotionally ready needs to get his emotions ready, because you need to go young and you need to put some youth around this team that you're actually going to let play through some things and go through some development. Not clawing your way into the play-in. You're going to actually let guys play through some stuff.
We're gonna
You
have
see
to
who they or look like they're going to draft?
No, we're going to break. But I want to ask you this, Leroy. Do you think Tobin will be a little nicer to Adam Silver if the Heat, when they lose in the play-in, if they don't make the playoffs and they get a 1-2% chance of getting a top 5 pick and they're in a top 5, maybe a top 3, would you start?
If he gives me the old frozen envelope,
if he gives you a heated envelope,
he gives me a heated. He gives me a dented ping pong ball that shoots up.
Yeah,
that would be nice. That would be a nice.
That
fix.
would be a start.
That would be a nice. That would be a nice way to make amends for covering a scandal. That would be a nice way.
Okay,
I would appreciate that. And give me Debanza. I would appreciate that. Yes, that would be nice. That would be nice. We'll take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Let's get to our headlines this hour, brought to you by Doral Hyundai. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. I don't think people like when I rage bait on social memedia.
What are you rage baiting?
I just wanted to have some funsies on the Terry Rozier news.
What'd you put?
Because people don't get the jokes, Vlad. They don't, some people think I'm serious, and maybe I earned that because I'm a bit of a clown. I understand. But when the Shams news came out on Terry Rozier, I go, they could take away a lot, but they can never take away those 2024 games against the Cavs and Knicks. Pre-neck injury, Terry Rozier was a problem. People aren't finding it very funny.
Well, they're not from down here.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's all I can only laugh to keep from crying. That's all I can do.
Pretty much. I think that's where Spo is. Spo was like.
It didn't sound like he was laughing.
It sounded like he was laughing.
I mean, it just like.
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
What are you going to do next week?
Well, we got Plainville, it seems like, on Wednesday.
But Wednesday could be the end of, Wednesday will definitely be the end of the Panthers season. But Wednesday can also be the end of the Heat season. And then it could be the beginning of at least we Marlins baseball.
I guess I'm getting. Oh, I will say I've been very into the Marlins. People have, I have been very into the Marlins. I've very much enjoyed them. I'm not doing that tongue in cheek.
But now, you know what? After we leave Panthers and Heat.
Yep. Draft?
Well, the draft is immediate after the draft. It's going to be,
I guess,
Sandy trade rumors.
Oh, I know. It's going to be very annoying.
It's going to be annoying.
I think that I'm going to do some draft deep diving. That's the only hope I got right now. I'm canceling my Eurobasket subscription.
And I already see that you couldn't even last three months.
4?
You started talking Giannis again.
Well, I'm talking Giannis. I don't want.
Hey, you didn't even want to talk about it.
It's what
worst. You were the worst.
I'm not the worst.
Everybody knew this is where this was going.
This is I am a subject of the people. And if the people want to talk Giannis, I'm here to talk Giannis. I don't want it.
I don't know what subject.
I am. I'm a subject of the people. I am. When I was at the gym yesterday, I was at the weigh-ins. The guy comes in, he's like, I love the Heat. What do we do? And I'm like, I don't know. He goes, can we get Giannis? And him and I are going on this Giannis back and forth. And I'm like, maybe, but I don't know. Because what I think is going to happen, to be honest with you, here's what I think is going to happen. They're going to fire Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
They're going to pay Giannis $300 million, and they're going to trade for John Morant.
Doc, you going to get fired?
Doc, you getting fired?
Look, if you in this business long enough, your ass is going to get fired.
He gets fired a lot.
Thank God we get that guaranteed money.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing Bill Simmons' podcast. So.
You know what's next year if he gets fired?
Amazon Prime.
Him and his son on opposite benches talking. One will talk to LeBron, the other will talk to Bronny. It's gonna be. I can see it right now. I can see it.
But no, that's what. If I had to handicap it, Vlad, that's what I think is going to happen. I think that they're gonna trade for John Morant. It won't work, and then after it doesn't work, then Giannis, when he's 34, will finally get traded. You know?
Oh, you think the Bucks are going to go after Giannis?
I think the Bucks will get John Morant.
John Morant. I'm sorry.
That's what I think is going to happen. They'll do something reckless like that.
You know what's crazy? You'll still be all in then.
And they still have a first round. They'll probably have a top 10 first round pick, right? Top 10 pick this year.
It depends. It depends because they don't control their pick. They get the worst of, I think, the Pelicans and Hawks. Whoever has the worst pick, so if they end up with the better pick, I think the Hawks get that pick
from the Bucks.
And so they do the swapskis.
Oh my goodness.
So that's why they're trying to lose so much, because they're hoping that there's not this much of a dip. Maybe it's the Pelicans. I don't remember which one it was, but one of them. They don't control their pick because of the Drew Holiday trade. And then that pick I think got traded for the Murray trade. So, their picks are all. Remember that Heat pick that they gave up way back in the day on the Goran trade that like changed hands 9 times,
and it became who?
I don't remember. I don't remember who the Goran trade, but it changed hands. It was like a Philly pick, then a Clippers pick, then a Thunder pick.
I hate those picks, man. Well, yeah, trade them 4 or 5 years down the line, and 4 or 5 years down the line.
And then in parentheses, they have it from the Panthers, from the this, from the this, from the this. And
it was a real floozy pick. It was passed around a little bit, but I don't remember who it ended up with. Well, let's hear from our guys. Hey, Smitty, what's going on, dude?
Hey, guys, how you doing down there?
That's all right, Smitty. What's going on, dude?
First of all, Panthers, guys, take it easy. Rest up.
You rest.
You guys gave your heart for 3 years in a row. Just rest up. We'll get it back next year. Correct, guys?
Absolutely.
Correct.
Now, let's go to the Heat. The big problem. Leroy, you're correct. Small ball is not working. And another thing that I'd love to bring up, 2 things. One is maybe we just don't know how to coach big men down there, Miami. And 2, when Harden went with the Clippers, why the heck did we go after Zubac to get another big guy who would go along with Khalil Ware? When I saw him go, I was like, no, we could have grabbed him for cheap.
I don't think he went for cheap. I think didn't he go for like 2 first-round picks
to the Pacers?
Yeah, I don't think he did go for cheap, Smitty.
Either way, compared to what we're doing here, enough is enough. We're the same team over and over. You're getting out-coached game after game. You're losing third quarters. You're losing fourth quarters. You're getting beat on defense so bad. It's happening so much all year long.
It's tough.
It's like, when are you going to start going to coaching?
The last time I was there, they were telling me, Smitty, they're like, it was the best halftime ever. That was Jaime. Jaime was like, oh, it was the best halftime ever.
I mean,
and then that was the last win that they had.
It's not a good team at all right now. They're getting out-coached too many times. The small ball is not working.
Yeah.
Enough with the small ball.
You like that Mammoth Zamboni?
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
I love it.
Have you seen the new?
I don't go to it.
Have you seen?
I'm a Panther, damn it.
I understand, but I mean, listen, you can still watch some hockey, Smitty.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is, here's the thing for me, and don't take it away from me. I was an Islanders fan before the Florida Panthers had a team down here.
-1.
I was a big Mike Bossy. I know. I'm sorry, but they're not in the playoffs. I became full-blood Florida Panthers.
I got you, buddy.
Give me my point back.
No.
He said no.
You can't ask for a point.
Damage is done, dude. Sorry. Oh, man. All right, we'll take a break. More to come. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Oh, get well soon, Joel Embiid. He had appendectomy.
Yeah,
This guy he's had everything.
I had one of those.
While you were playing, or later in life, or early? When did you have it?
No, I had it after my third year in college. One off season, like I went and worked out, and then I was just laying, like I was just in my apartment, and I just started excruciating pain, like, and I remember taking a class and, talking about the pain from appendicitis, how it moves.
Mm-hmm.
And I was feeling the same thing. So I called the trainer and I said, hey, I think my appendix is in trouble.
Oof.
And I went to the training room. They took me to the hospital. And that night I had my appendix taken out.
Damn, dude. Crazy. Well, the thing that's crazy with Joel Embiid is like, every time it feels like he's
in track.
Remember the year where he had
Bell's palsy?
Bell's palsy. That's crazy. Like, and then the year before that, didn't he have the broken orbital?
Yep.
He's had something.
That's crazy, dude.
Every postseason.
It's like you could set your watch to it. It's wild.
But
he's like,
they keep giving him extensions. And the thing I would say about that is he's only played 49% of the games.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Tyler's not much farther along.
Can't teach height.
You can't teach height, and he's dominant when he plays. And like, we got a guy who hasn't played a full season, and that's Tyler. And like, you ain't him.
Would you take him off their hands, Bam and Joel?
And you know what? Just for the sheer purposes of being able to play Bam, Kalel, and Embiid, just sounds crazy.
Yeah, that won't work.
It won't. You don't think?
I mean, I just think that they're like, I hope it doesn't happen, but it just feels like they played him 11 minutes last night. And I didn't watch the game. Solana told me he had some wacky inbounds play that he messed up or something that turned Spo off. So I'll take his word for it. Again, I don't understand how Kalel, a younger player, gets one moment. Yeah, he's just the guy. He's the guy. He just sets him off. It doesn't matter. The Olay twins can go Olay all day, but Kalel makes one oopsie daisy, and it's like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Why is that, Spo?
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, at least you were honest. Crazy. What's going on, RJ?
Hey, what's up, guys?
You tell me, buddy. What's up?
So I like Sad Spo. I think we're going to get more out of Sad Spo than we will out of overly confident Spo. All the Spoisms and whatnot. We'll get some therapeutic sessions at it. Maybe they'll kind of tell us what's actually going on here. But I have kind of a theory here. I'm going to steal some stats from your buddy Wes Goldberg.
Okay.
Locked on 8.
Love Wes.
So there's a stat out there for average distance run by a team collectively in a game. So if you look at the Heat right now, they're running at like the highest clip in the entire league. And you look at the 10 teams that are running, the most per game, it's a bunch of garbage. Like they're right up there with the Pacers,
right?
The Mavs, some other teams.
Yeah,
like
high pace is not equated success this season at all.
Yeah, exactly. And so they're also running the fastest, right? Like 5 miles per hour on average. They're the fastest, like as far as like running by each player. So then, like, what's the one thing that has changed this season compared to other, the last few seasons? Like going back to what Spo was talking about, where he's like, "Oh, I've never been a part of this type of defensive breakdown, and I don't know why this is happening." And it's like this offense, right? Like they implemented this, gimmicky Grizzlies,
which they all got sick of last year too. Like the Grizzlies got burned out of the new offense pretty much halfway through the season. I don't think it's a terrible theory, RJ, because I think that, and I appreciate the call, I do think that you saw all those like toe injuries, foot injuries by the time they got to like before Christmas. I'm like, what's going on with all these injuries? Like, we just started the season. And guys, and I'm not talking about, guys who are commonly hurt. It was like Bam, Wiggins. Like, I'm like, and I did wonder, like, did the pace, was it too much right out of the way? And look, I credit Erik Spoelstra for trying something because the offense for the last few years has been putrid.
Yes.
They kind of gimmicked to get their offensive numbers to be where they're at because, like, the efficiency they play at is not with the good teams. They got a lot of points, but I don't think it's an awful theory to say, did the Heat burn themselves out? And that's just on the idea of, like, did I think the roster was good enough to contend? No, but the collapse at the end of this season is just jarring. It's like the defensive slippage, because I do think the Heat's defense was legit, because just by Bam's metrics when he's on and off, like, he's one of the best defenders in the league. They've been around a top 5 defense for the most part of the season. The collapse they've had in the last 3 weeks, I mean, you could hear it has the coach shook. I don't think he understands what the hell happened. And I don't know if you could just say they've quit on him. That could be one option, or did they just burn out? I don't know. But I'm here for theories. Ricardo, what's up, man?
Good morning, Tobes, Leroy, Vlad.
What's up?
Good morning.
It's been sounding pretty dismal and dreadful so far, Tobes.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, with good reason. Well, not good. But before I get into the meat and potatoes of what I want to say really quick, Leroy, I got to give you an apology for what I'm about to say.
Whoa.
Hey, Tobes.
Yeah.
I am sorry to you, my friend.
Really?
Yes, and for this reason. I've been getting on you a lot on the YouTube chat for your show phoniness.
Thank you. What?
But I think maybe I'm saying this prematurely, but after everything I've seen this season with the Heat and the constant rotation changes and not playing big when they got to match up and all this other stuff, I really do think we got to go out there and try to get a star like Ja or Giannis and put all chips on the table, because Miami's lost the attention ever since they lost their main star. And in order to create a spark or some type of jolt, I believe, within the team now, with the chemistry with the players and maybe with the coaching to just get this riled back up again, they need somebody like that. Someone who's
a jolt. I understand. Yes.
Yeah. Someone who's not a
Plus,
goody
we get John Moran on the cheap skis, dude. They're not going to give up anything for him.
Yeah, but here's the problem. He got his own injury problems.
Yeah, that's true.
He got his own injury problems. And you know what would piss Heat fans off even more than having John on their team? Is having John on their team and then a month into the season saying Ja gonna be out for 3 weeks.
Well, what about Fitty Donkey? Zion. He's fit now. And he's dunking.
Listen, that's the one I've always
could
wanted.
be a chance that we need.
That's the one I've always wanted. All right, everybody's laughed at me. All right, but he's played more this year. Here's the problem with Zion. I don't know what to make of these reports because Scoopy, you can take it for what it is. But but I kind of believe this one because the actions of the organization have said this. But this Pelicans regime, the new one with Joe Dumars, they seem to love Zion. They're talking about maybe giving him an extension.
No.
We were just working our way to them hating Zion, and then he comes in.
They seem to love him. And I'm like, what do you mean? You guys are terrible with him. When do you got to move on? So, all right. Appreciate it, Ricardo. Take care, man.
I want healthy players. I think if you have healthy players.
Pretty rare these days. There's not a lot of healthy players.
How about good healthy players?
Good healthy players.
Good healthy players.
People could be healthy. I like good healthy players.
Yeah. Oh, boy. What's up, Richie?
You know what, Tobin? No, seriously, please hear me out. Hear me out. I want to apologize also for picking on the Heat fans all year. It's not your fault that you guys are a playing team. You know, so on behalf of the Knicks fans, Vlad and Leroy and Tobin, I'm going to apologize.
Hold on. Before you do that.
Wait, why are you going to do that? Why are we going to do that? Why are you going to do that? Why?
I just don't want to hear from him.
Why?
Because I just don't want to hear from him.
He's a caller and he's apologizing. That's wrong. That is wrong. And now when he
believe that? He wasn't going to apologize?
Well,
he swayed you.
No, he can't sway me. I'm a fan. We root for the same team.
You thought he was going to be genuine in his heart, and he's not like you. He's always got other motives.
Hey, that's always the setup, and then the crash is coming. You know it.
Of course, Tobin knows it's gonna happen. Tobin is the master instigator of this. Tobin does that all the time. It's different when the Raptor guy has the gun, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's different.
Listen, the show pony has the phone. We'll take a break. We'll tickle Leroy's fancy next. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to Tickle Leroy's Bronson.
Come on with it. You know what's happening in about 20 minutes.
I was going to start there, Leroy.
All right.
Day 2 of Hello, Friends. The Masters. Tickle your fancy?
Yes, it does. Again, with the swap in times, I want to see this will be a true indication of who's playing the best golf because the conditions are always better in the morning because the greens are softer.
My fancy is tickled.
Oh, how much are you going to dedicate to the Masters this weekend besides golf and working out with Snitchy Mouse? What will be the percentage of your weekend spent watching golf or being on the couch sleeping while golf is in the background?
So we giving what, 48 hours?
Here's the crazy thing. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym when I leave here after work, and I can watch on my phone.
Yeah.
While I get a little workout in, and then I'll come home and then put it on the TV.
Lean to the right.
Huh?
Okay. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. And then go from there. So he called this work. I use the term loosely. I should have said, when I'm done hanging out with my boys, then I'm gonna go to the gym.
What about tonight at 7:00? Heat.
Oh,
Wizards. Tickle your fancy?
Absolutely
not tickled.
And I'm like, it's their fault.
It is their fault.
It's their fault.
What can you do? It is their fault. However, also tonight, little bit before that, at 6:40, Marlins, Tigers. Tickle your fancy?
Yeah, I'll watch. I'll watch.
Yeah.
My fancy is tickled.
We got old Chris Paddock on the hill tonight in Motor City. You think he wears the cowboy hat, or you think he's giving a gimmick up?
Oh. First of all, you ain't down south. And second of all, after that last outing, you need to he basically need to wear his uniform from the hotel.
Man, that was something.
That
was something. That was crazy. What about tonight at 8:00? Live and free on YouTube. Dirty Boxing Championship, DBX 6, Leroy. Tickle your fancy?
I'll be in and out of that. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Simply because, one, to hear you be a professional.
Thank you.
When I get unprofessional Tobes all week, I like to see moments like when we go to Vegas, very professional, right? He don't screw up no names. He get all the names perfect, right? So I want to see the other Tobin. The Tobin I never get to see.
Right. You know what's funny? Now that you mentioned that, you ever see when Tobin, professional Tobes, sees when his coworkers are acting like show ponies? He turns into you.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that. He doesn't like
no. I told him one time we went to a fight, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna act like you.
No, stop becoming.
Right?
I don't like
I'm gonna have drinks. I'm gonna be yelling I'm gonna act like you. And he's like, come on, guys, be professional. I'm like, coming from you?
Who's your co-host for this one?
I will be on the call tonight with Jason Anik and the legend, Frank Mir.
Oh, Frank's definitely going to be doing some show poniness.
Frank Mir's, and then possibly
John Jones.
You said it, not me. At a time. I think he's going to pop in. I don't believe it's going to be for the whole night.
Because I think he was doing something last night, or I know he's in town.
Yeah, he was there yesterday at the weigh-in.
Okay.
He was there yesterday at the weigh-in. But yes, he is in town.
Is he anywhere close to fighting?
He don't look like it. He looks like he's enjoying life, dude. I hear some of the UFC brass may be there today, so maybe they kumbaya. Who knows? Maybe this will bring everybody together.
You know what? You can kumbaya at a fight, so they can kumbaya tonight, and then once they start having discussions, it's over again. That's what usually happens.
Let's just go to 11 afterwards, and
with the Panthers,
put things on the table.
Speaking of the Florida Panthers, they will finish up this Canadian trip tomorrow night at 7:00 against the Maple Leafs. Does what's left of the Florida Panthers, Leroy, against the Maple Leafs tickle your fancy?
7 o'clock. 7
o'clock.
I'll peek in.
My fancy is tickled.
Very good. Very good.
Chucky might be back
from the berth.
From the berth, either tomorrow or he might play the last 2 games.
Yeah, you'd figure you just wait till he gets home, right?
Yeah.
Just let him kick back and relax. What about tomorrow night, Leroy? Starting at 10 o'clock from the Kaseya Center, UFC 327, Carlos Ulberg, Jennifer's favorite fighter, against Jiří Procházka for the vacant light heavyweight championship. Does that tickle your fancy?
Yeah, I'm.
My fancy is tickled.
Are we like you think Yuri's gonna beat him?
Yeah,
yes.
Let's listen, and I'm happy that this topic has been brought up because I made fun of Brittany yesterday when I came to work. You guys did not notice the sultry, just the like eye glaring that these women were doing back here in the production room while you two were conducting professional interviews with the 2 fighters. But this one Carlos guy came in. Oh, very, good looking chap. But those 2 in the background, that was more. Listen, I knew the conversation they were having in the production room. And their mic wasn't on, but I could tell what was going on.
It's so funny because she wants to give a -1, but
I
told
JFig that too yesterday.
The truth of it is, Vlad, like that's always been the thing is everybody says this Ulberg, handsome. But I was like, man, they did look like they enjoyed that interview more than any other fighter interview we've ever done. And we've done a lot of fighter interviews.
Jiří, great interview. Jiří, you could see that he was thinking because this was a second language to him. Right, like so you could see he was being.
You see what JFig said? It was if this tickles Leroy's fancy, not what happens behind the scenes.
Well, we're tickling your fancy, JFig. JFig and Brittany. By the way, they don't want nothing to happen to young Carlos's face.
Heavens to Betsy!
Oh my God!
Hey.
But yes, I am picking Jiří to win. I think handsome man goes down. I'm gonna pick Jiří to win this fight.
I'm not gonna pick. You could tell who's a fighter and who isn't. One guy's got cauliflower ears. The other one's got perfect regular size ears. I'm going with the cauliflower ear guy.
But that just means he's probably more of a grappler.
True, but still, if it's MMA, you have to have weird ears.
Them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
It's the rules.
Them the rules.
What about Leroy? Sunday at 1:40.
1:40.
Marlins, Tigers,
Hell yeah.
Sandy Alcantara against Terry Scooble. Tickle your fancy?
I'm in until 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock is when
It's actually
hello, friends.
It's earlier now.
When do they start?
No, it comes on earlier than that. But I'm saying that's about when the
that's when the getting gets good.
When the leaders tee off around 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching stuff. I'll be going back and forth. But then once like 2:30, 3 o'clock, whatever their tea times are, I'm gonna be hello, friends.
One of those 2 could be throwing a no-hitter.
Yep.
Oh, no. Now, Vlad, the great thing about sports, and I will tell you this: if I'm witnessing something great, I don't change the channel. Right? So I don't care what happens on that golf. If I'm watching a gem that's being thrown, I'm not changing the channel.
Dade South says they want to interlock fingers.
With Carlos.
Point.
And he was flirting with them.
Both of them like, he's so dreamy.
Oh my God.
Didgeridoo.
He made Brittany was making a coffee and he was like, can I have some? And butterflies started just happening.
Yep.
Crazy.
Brittany said, Carlos, would you like a little cream with that coffee?
Heavens to Betsy.
And you should have saw. And every time JFig would walk out, right? Because she was in the room and she had to do, but it was like the walkout, but she's staring at him while she's walking out. It was funny.
She did about 27 drive-bys. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness.
Man.
I never seen her circle that building so fast.
Spin around the
just
block.
so it didn't look like she was just standing there.
A1 producing.
I was making sure that the segment wasn't over. Yeah, you were.
What about Sunday night at 8:30? Nuggets and Spurs. Does that tickle your fancy?
No.
All golf. Once you're down.
Once I'm done with golf and baseball,
Fancy, not tickled.
By the way, bad job by the NBA in their scheduling.
Why?
Putting all the games at 6 p.m. This makes no sense.
I think it's just because they want to make sure nobody does any chicanery. But
you should then put the games at 1 p.m. and 3:30.
I feel like
I would. You know what? On Vlad, to your point, I would have did all the games early, because if you do the games at 6, the golf will still be going on for maybe another hour, and if your people are golf fans, they won't go over to the basketball.
Finally, new movie out this weekend.
Oh,
You, Me, and Tuscany. Tickle your fancy?
Oh, he's
Who's
going
the star?
Is it Haley?
Bailey?
Haley Bailey?
Haley Bailey?
One of the
Halle Bailey?
No,
Halle Bailey.
it's Halle Bailey.
I saw Bam in Asia did a commercial for this.
Yes, this is a very what do you call it? Rom-com?
Rom-com. It's a rom-com.
No, I'm out.
His fancy is not tickled.
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
Not if Spoon wants to go see it.
Yeah, what about Big Spoon? Does she like rom-coms?
Yeah, she likes rom-coms.
Not during the Masters, she doesn't.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, she's indifferent about movies. Right? Like if we say, hey, let's go to a movie, she'll go, but she doesn't ever say, I want to go see this movie.
Schmeathan says they're working on a remake, You, Me, and Sedona, starring Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, he shot that from the logo and went straight in. That was Dame range. Like, wow.
Oh, we were hanging with friends.
By the way, I love how they try.
You were?
I love how everybody's, this is offensive, and they're going after her, and this is like trying to make it into something. No, this is just a girl that just got caught with the
They both got caught. I mean, they're both side pieces to each other.
And by the way, this was a private investigator that got those pictures.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know. The thing I don't know is was it from a spouse or was it tabloids? Because apparently these people have had these pictures. So somebody knew something. There was a report yesterday that said, I think it was from Front Office Sports, that said TMZ was offered the pictures first because they sold for like under 10,000 is what they said. And they offered them to TMZ first. They didn't want them. They passed. And so it ended up with the New York Post. And people are saying, like, was that a Post versus Times thing because she works for the Times? I don't know. But I was wondering, like, okay, was this just some paparazzi guy who got the tip and he wanted to sell the pictures, or was it a PI? I don't know.
It was a PI.
The one thing I'd wonder, though, if we could give him any break, right? If this guy was sitting there, pictures all day, right, with them next to each other, because the pictures look bad. I'm not going to say that they don't look bad.
Right.
But the pictures look bad. Don't tell me, nothing. It's not what you assume.
No, I do assume that it doesn't look good. But I do feel like this guy's sitting there with the camera zooming in. No smoochy pictures? He never got one. In all the hot tub, the him laid back like a satisfied polar bear, the interlocking fingers. No smoochy kiss?
Wait a minute. What if it's a setup?
For the sequel?
Yeah, you set them up, you give them the pictures, and then people start talking about it. And then if they start denying it or start saying this is all fake AI stuff, then you get the smoochy kisses.
Interesting. The sequel.
Pictures. Then you get the sequel.
So it's like you bought low on the movie, and it's like the smoochy pictures are going to be 6 figures.
Because the way they're backpedaling right now, like a cornerback, trying to say, this is nothing, this is nothing. It's going to be something when one of the spouses is when there's a separation or
when do they have workouts? Because he's going to talk soon, right?
He's definitely going to he's going to talk soon, and she's going to have to report soon. Like the draft is coming up.
Yeah,
let's see if she's at Foxborough's headquarters for the draft.
She's at some borough.
I mean, is that? I guess to some extent it could cause problems because. Now, she can't go in that locker room, right?
Well, I don't know how much Diana Rossini is going into locker room. She's more of
well, you know what I mean. She can't go get the
But yes, I would imagine. I don't know if she's doing the day in and out, but yeah, even going to. I know she like does podcasts at training camps and things like that. Like I imagine that's going to be an issue.
I noticed that her friends, her colleagues in the media are like, I don't know how to report this. Well, report it as if it wasn't her, somebody that you knew, and it was somebody else. Because if it was somebody else, everybody would be having fun with this.
I mean, look,
they would be cracking
There's nothing
jokes.
to report. They're denying it, but you can see it doesn't look good. So
Right,
I guess you're doing that judgment with it, and you have to be the judge of like, hey, how is this going to do? How is this going to handle it? Now, her bosses are backing her. Nothing's going to happen with the Patriots. Now, what's going to happen? What's going to happen with their marriages? Don't know.
Right. I don't think
if they're true to that nothing happened, that would be doing a lot of talking back and forth to make sure the spouses are happy.
I don't think anything's gonna happen to them professionally, but personally, yeah. Because then I don't care what you say, man. It's kind of hard to describe to your spouse these pictures. Oh no, honey, this was nothing. I do that all the time with her. No.
They say, I was hanging out with whatchamacallit and them, and she was just there, and we're friends, and yeah. I don't know.
Schmitha says, as of right now, the only report is this does not look good.
I mean, my thing is this. If it was anybody other than her, everybody's cracking jokes.
But why her? Like, what is like?
Because she's friends and she's helped other people in their medium, and she's a contributor.
Well, it is good. Listen, I think that does buy you some stuff if you've always been a good colleague.
Now you got to get these jokes as well. I'm sorry, you're getting these jokes.
Twitter's going to get the jokes.
You're getting these jokes because
they are funny.
Because if it was somebody else, they would be cracking jokes on that other person. If this was another reporter with another head coach, right?
My favorite one was the Photoshop of Chris Collinsworth and Patrick Mahomes interlocking fingers in Sedona.
The Coldplay concert 2.0.
That was great too.
That Al Macco was talking about, that was hysterical.
Oh man! Speaking of media fuddy duddies, this Mike Florio today on Joe Rose. I mean, I nearly lost my mind with this guy. He really needs to get a grip. We'll take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. Get to our headlines here, brought to you by Doral Hyundai. You always balance with your pricito at Doral Hyundai. Visit them now at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com as the Marlins will be back in action tonight. They start a series with the Detroit Tigers at 6:40. You guys will be able to hear that on AM 560 tonight. Heat, Wizards. Whew. That gets going tonight, 7 o'clock. So that's a 5:45 preheat. Solana and Tommy Tig will get you going for Heat and Wizards. Game 81 of the regular season for Miami. They lose last night, 128-114. And yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
I mean, I've never seen a team that a month ago looked so good offensively, and now they look like they've never played offense before.
It's rough.
It's rough.
Which one is the worst, the offense or the defense right now?
I would say at least here, Vlad, I always watch these games, and I know that no matter how hard they try, the Olay twins are not going to play good defense. And what ends up happening is Khalil always gets put in a bad situation. He gets blamed for it. Now, he makes his own mistakes. But when you got to play any sport that you play uncertain, it comes across as looking like you're lazy. And I've seen so many times this year where he's got caught in a situation. Do I leave my guy? Do I go stop the ball? Do I go attack the guy with the ball that just broke off one of our guards? Or do I stay back and he gives up an alley-oop and everybody looks at him?
He doesn't do anything now. He plays 11 minutes a game, so
right.
It doesn't even matter.
But
he barely plays them.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that I'm more frustrated with the offense for this reason. There's a bunch of guys that don't play defense, as we pointed out throughout this whole time in the league. But guess what they can't give me? 30. So you got to do one or the other. You either got to play no defense, but your scoring makes up for it, or you got to play defense. And right now, they're not doing either well enough for it to matter.
The draft, of course, down the pipe. There's some Ruben Bain stuff out there. He's going to be visiting with the Cincinnati Bengals. The Dolphins are apparently having their local day. I think I saw Wesley Besant is at the facility today, but according to Barry Jackson, Ruben Bain already met with the Dolphins privately. So he's already had like his day. So he's met with the Chiefs, met with the Bengals. They're both picking right above the Dolphins.
Why do you think the Dolphins take Ruben and Francis? It's not like they could take him to some of the best restaurants down here because they've already been down there with those restaurants.
You ever going to turn down a good meal?
You never turn down a good meal.
Never turn down a good meal.
But, I mean, it's not like
you got to be careful, though. You got to be careful how you eat at those meals.
Why? Really? If I show that I have an appetite, they're going to look at me like
I mean, it not for nothing, but everything is kind of the way you have to think about it is everything is kind of a test. So if they bring you to Prime and they say you want to get some, $30 a piece crab claws, and you say, give me 10 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to assume that everything is a test.
So I got to act like Robbie? I can't break the seal?
Yeah, I got to eat like...
No.
I got to eat like I'm watching my weight.
You just have to...
Did you get hobnobbed?
Yeah.
All right, so what did you do?
It took you to a deli?
So the one time when I went to Cleveland, they said, hey, what do you feel like eating? So let's just go get somewhere we could get just a quick lunch. Tour the facility, quick lunch. Had a burger and some fries at just like somewhere around there. But then I went to, where did I go? Did I go to New York? And then I went to a steak place, but I got like a steak and some vegetables.
Wait, with Peter Luger's?
I don't know where. I don't remember where I went. But you don't act. You
Sauce,
just
a
don't.
little red glaze on it.
You don't eat like you eating at training table, right?
Nah,
So
bro, that's premium. That's premium food, man. You eat like you've never eaten there before.
No, but you still have to be careful. Put it this way, Vlad. You take a young lady out on a date, right? And
this is the only time for you to be a young lady. They're taking you out. This is the only time.
No, but I'm saying, if you take a young lady out on a date, and
usually we're wooing them.
But again, hold on. You take a young lady on a date, and she is ordering all kind of crazy stuff, right? You just looking at her like, we cool, but damn, you know what I'm saying?
It would be funny in a situation like if a player really didn't want to get drafted somewhere, like they just say, I don't want to go to X team. And then when they get taken out for the meal, they just really run up the bill on the coach.
That would do it.
They don't. And here's the thing. I don't think
I was hungry.
That's a cheap team already.
I don't think it matters. And you don't always go to eat when you go. Like I remember I flew into one place. I got in at like 9 a.m. Toured the facility, talked to coaches. I was done at like 12:31, right? And my flight left at 3. And so they said, you want to grab something quick to eat? I said, no, I'll just get something, at the airport. I want to get at the airport.
Well, Ruben Bain strikes me as somebody who doesn't have time for fancy dinners. Like he just wants to get to business. But
he just sounds like he carry a little bag of jerky with him.
He goes, what are you eating there, Ruben? He goes, dried out kneecap.
Damn.
I would just say I'm saying that like every situation is evaluated. And so you have to be careful with, how you go about any situation. Like you don't know if that's the test. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people ask crazy questions to see how you respond to the questions. Some people, offer you an expensive meal to see how you handle that situation. Like it's just a lot of different things. Like sometimes they'll bring you in and show you some film, right? And like I was shown film and they asked me, what would you have done here? And I would say, to be honest with you, we all see different things based on our ability and the way we played. I'd be curious to know what the running back who ran this play saw. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how the play is supposed to be blocked or whatever. And we, a lot of times when we watch film, especially with running backs, we stop the film and see a big hole over here and the guy didn't go there. And it's not really like that. So like you get asked a lot of questions. I remember one team asked me, what can you do to help us win? And I could probably understand why I didn't get drafted by him. Because I said, isn't that your job?
For sass.
What do you want me to say? I'm not a coach. I'm not designing plays for myself.
Like them like a little bit. Did it really necessary? Was that the first thing that set you off, or was that the last thing that set you off?
What do you mean?
Like, did they annoy you before that? That got to that?
No, I was answering the question like honestly.
If that's okay, dude, but that's how you ended up in SAS jail for a weekend too.
You went in SAS jail?
Yeah.
He got a speeding ticket, and he watched a guy who kept getting DUIs get a slap on the wrist.
Get weekend jail. And then the guy told me
when he had a 2-time in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what you call SAS.
For SAS.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry that sometimes the truth hurts people. I apologize for that. I apologize for, telling the truth. But if you go into an organization and they ask you what you can do, at no point in time in my career there am I going to be able to go to you and tell you what I should be doing. So why are you asking me now? Valid point. It's not sass. It's reality.
Two-a-days who's still sticking with his handle. He says, Bain grew up on a right tackle thigh muscle. What do you have there, Ruben? Kneecap. Delicious. By the way, speaking of the other Kane, Francis Mauigoa, that whole back thing that was going on, Mario Cristobal tweeted out in all caps on Francis Mauigoa. Never missed a practice or game, unmatched toughness and durability, best O-lineman in the draft, hashtag go Canes, Kane for life.
Yep.
I mean, what else he's going to say? That's his guy.
That is his guy. But it is, I was like, oh, he had I'm like, you would never know. He never missed time. But apparently, apparently people are saying it's not going to cause this big fall. But if it did, 11 would be nice. If anybody did feel uncomfortable in the top 10.
Right.
Then listen, it seems like a top 10 worthy red flag, but 11, not that red anymore.
All right.
Be perfect. It's kind of this could be our version of the gas mask.
I do believe that if you had to make a guess, who would go first? Mauigoa, right?
Yes.
And then Ruben Bain.
Yep.
Now, my question is if those guys are gone, because it looks like Ruben Bain is going to go at worst 9 or 10.
Probably.
Would you consider Mesidor at 30?
I'm very confused on Mesidor because I feel like he's going to land. I feel like most places I see him, he's going like right before the top 20.
I think he's going to go to that. Yeah, I think he's before the top 20.
Yeah, like 17, 18,
It's
like something.
I think he had Dallas.
Yeah, I think that's got to be the range that he fall. If he fell all the way to 30, yeah, absolutely. Run and go make that happen. Run and make that happen. But
because I got to tell you, this is the last two. This is kind of looking like the Phillips Russo thing.
Yep.
Right? Didn't Russo go ahead of Phillips?
Yeah, a little. I think a little ahead.
Right. But like for reasons I can't explain, we all thought that Phillips might have been the better, all around talent. So
no, you know what? I think actually Phillips did go first.
Phillips went first,
and
then Russo went in the 20s.
But Russo came out. Remember that first like month, he came out like gangbusters. And Jalen was a little bit of a slower roll. And so we were doing the thing of like, oh, did they pick the wrong guy? Because Phillips went 18.
Okay.
And Russo went all the way to the Bills.
Right.
And I think he didn't break Tua's ribs, but I think it was near Tua getting, I think Epinesa broke his ribs.
The Buffalo Bills.
There's always injured Tua.
They help.
They always
crack Tua.
They always
even with a guy who's not known to knock fools out, hurt Tua.
Who, Hamlin? Oh.
Yeah.
His heart knocked out Tua, right?
No, he didn't even. He was trying to get the hell out of Tua's way, and Tua dropped his hand, hit his forearm, and it was out.
Tua, for no reason, in a game they were losing by a lot, decided I'm going to drop my shoulder and miss and hit my head on his leg. Whatever.
So you guys would be in love with a Bain and Mesidor selection by the Dolphins at 11 and 30?
No.
What?
I don't. Hold on. If they get Bain at 11, they're not drafting another D lineman at 30.
Come on.
They're not.
Come on.
Come on. With all the holes they need to fill, that's ridiculous.
Come on.
Can you just listen?
Have some fun. That'd be awesome.
I appreciate. That's not fun. That's not very prudent.
Not fun for the QBs.
That's not prudent.
Point for Twitcher.
Jeez, Smeaton.
Can I make those jokes? Can I read those?
I mean, the guy is still alive.
Oh, man. We'll take a break. I want to get into this Troy Aikman Florio outrage. That he had this morning.
Hey, can I tell y'all about some golf, though?
Yeah. You can tell us all about some golf. What we got going on, Leroy? Besides the Masters, what's coming on down here?
No, coming back to Florida. The PGA Tour is back in Miami. The iconic Blue Monster will host the Cadillac Championship April 29th through May 3rd. It's a signature event. That means only the top golfers in the world and on the FedEx money list will be there. You can bring the whole family as you enjoy delicious food, fun activities, and much more during this action-packed week. Up to 2 kids ages 15 and under get in free with a ticketed adult. Buy your tickets now at CadillacChampionship.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Leroy, can we get another weather update here on this Friday, brought to us by Tornado Roofing and Contracting? Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All righty. Well, it's a little cloudier now. Looks like we might have a little chance of rain. It is quite breezy, though. I would say 10 to 15 miles an hour winds out of the east. Maybe a little southeast, and it looks like it's building up. So the sun's gone. Expect a little shower this evening, but it's April. That's what happens in April. We complain in February or March. It's so dry. We need rain, and then in April it rains until August. So
you know what?
Every year you do the same thing.
You know what that tone is? You know what that tone sounds like?
What?
It sounds like Florio, dude. It sounds like Mike Florio. I was listening to this guy on Joe Rose. He's on with Joe every Friday at 9:15, right? You know, he's been doing it for years. Been doing that for years. You know, we talked about this, like him. You know, he's calling the league about the Troy Aikman thing. Troy Aikman's out here and he's like, I'm going to pull for the Dolphins. He was on a podcast. He's got an unspecified role, going to be in the war room, right? And like this Florio, he just like can't handle it. Like he can't handle the idea of Troy Aikman being in a Monday Night Football booth. And then like, who knows if the Dolphins are even, first of all, going to be on Monday Night Football this year because like they stunk.
I think every team has to be on Monday and Thursday Night Football. No, it's Thursday.
Only Thursday. Only Thursday.
Gotcha.
But regardless, he's trying to like make it sound like this is going to be a crime against football watching. Here he was this morning on Joe.
The league should shut it down. The league should say to the Raiders and to the Dolphins right now, you can't do this. They should say to Brady and Aikman right now, you can't do it. But the league doesn't like to go back and admit that it made mistakes. And it made a mistake when it let Brady do both jobs at once.
Yeah. No, Troy, listen, he saw the door open. He said, hey, let me get in. This is something I might be interested in too. Hey, so I'm curious.
Let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you one more question on that point. What's an ESPN broadcast going to look like the next time they have a Dolphins game? Are they going to have a constant graphic on the screen with the score bug saying that Troy Aikman works for the Dolphins? How do you properly
question.
inform the audience that one of the guys calling the game is not unbiased? He said it. He said, my fingerprints are on this. I've got skin in the game. I am pulling for the Dolphins. How can he ever work a Dolphins game?
I mean, may I ask a question? Have you seen all of media?
Yeah, seriously.
All of media picks their team and rides with him. Now, what I would say is this. Analyzing a game is analyzing a game. The information or the plays that you're seeing in front of you are what you're analyzing, right? He's not a reporter. So he watches a play, he analyzes it, what he would like to see happen or what they should do or what adjustments. What does that have to do with any of the other stuff?
Right. Like, first of all, like if you're going to talk about the issue of, Troy's going to get intel or how teams are going to walk around him or he needs different rules like Tom Brady, like, all right, I can kind of hear that out, even though all football coaches are overly paranoid lunatics and none of it matters. It's talent. Right. But the idea now you don't think Troy Aikman could be a professional. First of all, I think Troy Aikman was already in the fold when he ripped the Dolphins to holy hell last year on Monday Night Football. Like he ripped Mike McDaniel and Tua to shreds. Now maybe that was a hit piece. I don't know. But it was all interesting. But I just love the idea. Like he thinks we're gonna go like this. It's gonna be like all of a sudden we're gonna be in. Hold on, Joe. Hold on. What are you doing, Troy? What's gonna happen? Turn that music off. Turn that off. Let's get a party going here. What are you doing, Troy? Fins up, Joe! Fins up!
If Troy saw us twerking, that's crazy.
Troy's going to be up there. He's going to be painted in aqua and orange. He thinks he's going to be Troy Aikman. Like, he thinks that he can't get through a game. Like, this is what Mike Florio is worried about. Clutching his, oh no, look how, he goes, third down here, Troy. What do you think they're going to do? He goes, I don't know, but do you know that the 72 Dolphins are the greatest team of all time? All right, Troy, I get it, dude. Oh, no. I get it. He goes, yeah. And Malik Willis is the GOAT. Like, what do you think is going to happen on those broadcasts that Troy Aikman, who has been how long has Troy Aikman been a broadcaster now? 2 decades?
Over.
He's been broadcasting longer than your website has existed, Mike Florio. I think he'll be okay. Because, I don't know. Call me crazy, Leroy. Call me crazy here, right? Troy Aikman, I know he's taken pot shots at the Cowboys, but I'm pretty sure Troy Aikman still has some affinity for the Cowboys. He's done, in his time at Fox and ESPN, what's he done? 100 Cowboys games? I've never thought to myself, oh, Troy, put the pom-poms away. I'll tell you who I do feel that about. Collinsworth when a Chiefs game is on. Or Romo when a Bills game is on.
Yeah, but they didn't. The reason why they can do that because they didn't play for those teams.
I understand, but my point is, like you said, there's biases everywhere, and this Mike Florio is. What are they gonna do, Joe? What is the audience gonna do? Watch the game. That's what we're gonna do, Mike. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch. If anything, maybe he can give more insight because he knows why a guy was drafted. Why did they pick a guy? Maybe he has more information. You just immediately default to, because it's the Dolphins, that, oh my God, Troy Aikman is going to sit here and he's going to be talking about why Dan Marino is the GOAT. Like, calm down, dude. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, and it's not that big a deal, and especially not that big a deal when Tom Brady is sitting here with actual ownership in an organization, which Troy Aikman does not have. He has an unspecified advisor role. In fact, Hafley said this week, he's like a sounding board. He bounces some stuff off of him.
Which there's a lot of teams that have former players or players that they have relationships with that they listen to or talk to. That's not anything new. This one just happens to be public. That's it. I don't think, like, does Florio think he's the only one that can be professional?
I think he does. I think he thinks he's like judge and jury. I
don't understand those guys.
Judge and jury of like football ethics.
Tom Brady and Troy Aikman have been around the NFL for an extremely long time, and nobody has ever questioned whether they are ultimate professionals when they played, after they played, or whenever. We've never had questions about that. So why all of a sudden, because he's having conversations with the Dolphins and advising the Dolphins, we all of a sudden make him the least professional person in the league?
It's just insane to me. This is, you know, like, he really thinks it's going to be like this. It's crazy. All right, welcome back here to Hard Rock Stadium. Joe Buck here alongside Troy Aikman and Malik Willis. He drops back. He finds Achane for the touchdown. How about that, Troy? What a throw. Did you see that, Joe? Did you see that? Achane.
So you think he goes full Tobin?
Yeah,
in the booth.
That's what he thinks he's gonna have. Like, dude, you're gonna be okay.
Right.
We're all gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. I promise you, your precious Monday Night Football is gonna be okay. Don't worry about it.
You know what? I will say this, and I have to talk about Cleveland and the Dolphins, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, you're a hater of this." You know what I like being? I like being right when people ask me, what do I think is going to happen? Right? I like being right. I like knowing that the things I know about football add to a conversation. And I don't care, right, if it hurts people's feelings if I'm trying to tell the truth. I think Troy Aikman and Tom Brady are the same way. Like, a lot of times people, you get confused. These guys want to analyze something and be right about it.
Josh Hart says Joe Buck's going to be looking next to him and Troy's going to be gone. He'll be on the field celebrating with the team. Yeah.
Wait, doing the waddle?
Yeah,
He's doing some kind of dance.
Be sitting there.
Like it's crazy.
All right. And touchdown Dolphins, Troy. Troy, where'd he go? Troy. He looks down on the field. And there's Troy. He's down with Big Papa Pump on the field. Just like what?
Drinking one of his beers.
Yeah, just like what? Like, dude, what do you think is going to happen? I love this idea that he thinks that the sport cannot go on. How are they, Joe? How are they going to tell the audience? I don't know. People are smart. They'll be all right.
And the way Troy Aikman's been talking, in all honesty, he will let them know that he's had a hand in conversations because it seems like he's very proud of that fact.
My time. He goes, you like that? Hey, Joe, you like that? My pick. What? Nothing, dude. Just move on.
Like, I don't know. I think we get too caught up in the minutia of the things that are going on.
Yeah, it's like one thing is to say, I don't think that that's the most neutral thing for his job. Like, could be, talk because, Troy has spoken about, I have intel from organizations. All right, that's one thing. You don't think he could do the job without pom-poms on? Like, come on, dude. He's been a broadcaster. Like, that's pretty insane.
Wait. We have nicknamed the show Jet Up.
Yeah.
And nobody's ever complained about that.
Right. You mean ESPN's morning show that's full of Tannenbaum and Rex Ryan and Green?
Nobody's ever said anything to Stephen A about talking about his Knicks.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden Troy Aikman has an advisory role, and heavens to Betsy, we can't go on with Monday Night Football.
And
how are they going to do it, Joe?
Right. We have nothing better to talk about.
Let me ask you something, Mike. Were you doing that segment, clutching your pearls at the same time? What is that outrage? It's so great. What are the league gonna do about this? Joe's like, calm down. Joe has to be thinking, calm down, dude.
Right.
I'm not emotionally prepared.
I'm not emotionally
right.
to that.
Joe, it say, Troy, what is going on with the Dolphins? Well,
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
Could you imagine saying that to Joe Buck?
Can you imagine just telling anybody that?
Just
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
You try that with the opposite sex, you'll see what happens.
Good luck.
Hey, if y'all see me next week with an eye patch on, it didn't go well.
Yeah, it ain't. Nobody try to dye your eyebrows blue.
What are we gonna do, Joe? What are we gonna do? I don't know. Watch Monday Night Football. Like, when you got a broadcasting gig on NFL, Mike, did anybody question your integrity? Were you able to report on the NFL?
He's a lawyer.
Independent. Yeah, but is he independently able to report on the league? Because he works for a league broadcast. He works for NBC. One of the biggest game, if not the biggest game of the week, Sunday Night Football. Can Mike Florio handle? He can handle it? Oh, okay. So Mike Florio is the only professional on the planet who can take a paycheck from a league partner, and he can be independent.
Hey, Tobin.
Troy Aikman, he can't do it. He's incapable.
Can I ask you a question here?
Sure.
If it were a different team, would you be saying the same thing?
I don't think if it was the Dolphins, we would be saying the same thing. Because it'd be like he's going to sit. It feels like because it's the Dolphins.
You don't think he would be saying the same thing either?
No, I think he wants to rattle. I think he wants to stir things up because it's the Dolphins.
And
like every time. Look, I know the Dolphins have fallen face first into a lot of scandals, but I don't think this is one of them. I think this is actually a nice thing that the Dolphins have looked for a sounding board outside of the organization because what's been inside the organization has been terrible.
Right.
And now he wants to come in here like the police and ruin it.
I believe that probably one of the best things that Troy Aikman will bring is an independent kind of look at things that everybody in this organization thought was okay. Mm-hmm. And now there's new people, right? There's new people. So the mindset is already going to change. But I think they said it perfectly. He's a sounding board. Troy, what do you think about this or that, or going about it this way? It doesn't mean that they're going to use Troy Aikman as the go-to to make decisions, but it is also good to have somebody around football that can kind of be a sounding board. I don't see that there's any problem with that.
Yeah, and until they do anything about Tom Brady, I don't want to hear squat about Troy Aikman until Tom Brady is told to turn in his headset. Until that happens, Mike Florio, let it go.
Right.
Let it go, baby. Let it go. Take a break. Back after this. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Bang, bang, gang.
What's going on? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you, too.
Why are you looking at me like that? What's the problem?
I'm not feeling the enthusiasm.
Yeah, all of you guys like that.
Why?
You know what you did.
What did we do?
Don't worry about it. You'll find out when you're all dead to me.
Whoa.
Last segment.
Whoa. All right.
Jeez.
Please.
I'm just saying.
It's tough.
I'm just saying, what do you mean, Vlad? You're the one that started it all.
I mean, I think you guys started it all, to be honest with you.
You know what? It's called move on and let it go like I did. It's been how long since we've last seen this person?
I'm questioning that you've moved on. I don't think that you have.
Yeah.
I have.
You were liking posts over the weekend.
You guys have.
You were liking posts. I caught the
Can
thumb.
you stop stalking me on Instagram?
Not stalking you. It goes in front of me. I'm like,
you are.
You are a mutual follow.
You do give everybody on the show updates on everybody's social media post.
Mm-hmm.
Who, me or Tobin?
Tobin.
Exactly. Okay.
What do you mean?
I say I was on Twitter. Oh, you haven't posted since. Let me see.
Well, you did it. You haven't posted except when it comes to like math problems.
See, there you
what? Boots on the gram. It's like right in front of me. Oh, Carlos over. I mean, it was gonna find its way to me. Heat, UFC, Jennifer. Like that was gonna be smacked.
That
right
was one time, and you're out here saying,
that
"Oh,
I
it's
know of.
every day now."
That I know of. I mean, you know, I don't. Who knows what the other posts have? So I don't know what to tell you. It was just there. I wasn't looking for it. It found me. That's all.
Sure.
You watching UFC tomorrow?
Yeah, are you gonna watch it?
No,
Why
I'll
not?
be.
Why are you so? No, you're gonna watch. You know
you're going
why?
to Tortuga?
I will be in Tortuga. I'm not going to watch it.
Oh, her and Brittany are going to Tortuga. And
That's cool.
And I bet you one of them has a Paramount Plus app.
Now, who is?
I don't. Thank you so much for continuing to airing things out.
Thanks for I said one of you. I didn't say the actual individual, but since you clarified that's not you, then clearly it's Brittany. So you both will be watching. On
We're
Brittany's
not
app.
going to be doing this. Why do you guys keep
Yeah,
insisting?
because you know live lad. Who is?
I would appreciate if you didn't throw
And
you
then
guys
later,
in.
don't worry, I got you. It's called Riley Green. That's what I'll be focusing
Riley
on
Green.
because I am more
terrific.
focused
It's
on
Riley
him
Green.
than Carlos.
So what you're saying is
Will Riley Green be shirtless?
I hope so.
Because Carlos will be.
Well,
That's all you need.
Now, can I ask a question? A hot man could be made to look pretty ugly if he gets knocked the bleep out, right?
Oh, if his soul leaves his body.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
You got to be careful.
Your girl don't want to be carrying no soulless body back to no locker
You
room.
think she'd be like, no, Carlos, I'm coming to get you, baby. I'm coming to get you.
Can't talk to her aggressive anymore.
Yep.
After getting your ass knocked up.
Did you redo?
Especially if your butt is up in the. Oh man, if you get that Chad Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. You don't want to be falling flat on your face like that. That guy's a good fighter though.
Who?
That he lost to. Well, I think they tied technically, but he did get knocked down.
No, his butt was in the air and he was kissing the ground.
Yeah, I know, but he did get up. Like it didn't. Like it wasn't a knockout finish.
I saw 8 seconds of your butt up in the air and you kissing the ground. That image is not leaving my brain.
By the way, it's being reported on the boxing front. It's being reported that Floyd Mayweather got millions in advance for the Netflix fight that he is trying to turn into an exhibition against Manny Pacquiao. That's not going to go great for him.
Nope.
That's not going to go great for him.
Not if you took the money.
Yeesh.
Can't take the money.
There's also some NFL news that Travis Hunter, the Jaguars are going to make him a full-time cornerback.
That
makes sense.
They made him pick a job.
No, they picked this job.
When they made that move for Jacoby Myers, and you kind of figured that they had a little too much weapons outside in the receiver room. That
I think periodically he'll do some spot work on the other side. But it's not going to be like they're trying to do now.
Yeah, it's not going to be the heavy dose that he wanted to do of playing both sides of the field.
He'll get paid more as a corner anyway.
I mean, they moved up to get him. They gave up a first rounder for this year for him. I mean, it wasn't like the most impactful rookie, and then he got hurt. He hurt his LCL.
But guess what? He actually played better when he got
hurt. I know. I mean, I guess look, he
only played on one side of the ball then.
Well,
no, last year
last year he played on both, but he played more
when he got banged up.
He played more offense. But I thought, like, remember the whole their little their GM, the young guy, was saying like this is gonna revolutionize. Like he really thought like this was gonna revolutionize football because he's like, we're basically getting two players in one, and it's like, well, no, you're just getting now a cornerback. Maybe he can catch a touchdown every now and then, but he's not two players in one. Like everybody was kind of right. Like he's gonna have to pick a side.
You're right, but still, he's a guy that you could put on all three facets of the game. You could put him at special teams, you could put him at defense, and you could still call plays for him offensively.
I think part of the problem is like just acknowledge that you got an extremely talented football player and use him how you would like, and you don't have to make sure he plays both sides of the ball. You can use him as you need to. But I think to have him focus on one aspect of your team will make him better.
Still feels like, though, they thought they were going to get like Ohtani of football when you make that trade.
Well, Ohtani's not getting hit. That changes things a little bit.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, he's on the outside. Is he getting hit that much?
Yeah, it only takes one little gator arm across the middle, and then you Caesar salad, 2 Twizzlers and a bonbon.
Love Twizzlers.
What?
You don't remember that skit? Who was it? I forgot what comedian. I think it was Martin. Give me 2 Caesar salad, a Twizzler, and a bonbon because he got knocked out fighting.
I read the Tommy Hearns. Was that
yeah.
I don't know, intangibles.
Gina kiss me.
Did you like Cristobal on the promo today was saying they got the tangibles, the young guys, but you got to see who has the intangibles. I know who does.
Okay.
Indiana Hoosiers. That's who has the intangibles.
Who's got
okay.
He knows. He knows who has them. He knows who has them.
Yeah, you know right away.
Do you
like,
think right now,
within one practice you go, oh, baller, hustle guy. You already know. And Bain is a combination of both talent and a high motor.
Do you think that Erik Spoelstra is now emotionally prepared when he gets to his pregame press conference tonight, or is he still not emotionally prepared?
He won't be emotionally prepared until after the season. Next week, when you go to the end of the year, end of the season press conference,
try not to ruin the whole organization.
Hold on, he may have some reasoning, and he may have some ammo to go at management. What is the first question you want to ask
to management?
Yeah, I mean to Roz when Roz is there.
Depends. Like it depends. I don't know. You got to see how the flow of the conference.
Say
goes.
that you get knocked out.
Tobin, your questions have always stood out.
Yeah,
especially when you go into media voice.
There's no Jimmy this year.
Yeah,
this is the 4th year of playing in Ville. Like you,
I don't want to say what my question is because then this is going to be used against me in the court of law.
No, it's
not. No, I actually think this is the one year, at least for me, that if you're, I fully support in whatever question you're going to ask, whether it's volatile or not.
Every one of my questions has not been volatile.
Oh, it's been volatile.
If the answers become volatile, that's not on me.
JFig, are they volatile or not? Oh, JFig.
Every time Tobin asks a question, something bad happens in the organization.
That's not true.
Really?
That's not true, and that's not fair. I'm not. You guys are.
You ask the question to Pat Riley. Next thing you know,
dude.
Asterisk.
I didn't think
you asked the problem. Jimmy Butler. Next thing you know, he lost his joy.
Okay, but my whole point of the question was, I don't want to rehash this, but my whole point of the question was because Boston had moved past them, and my whole point of the question was Jimmy said that if he was there, they would have beaten Boston. And I wanted to know if Pat Riley really thought that or not.
Okay. And
Instead,
Pat Riley said,
he got this
Jimmy
feeling.
ought to shut it.
I understand
And how do you
what he
think?
said,
And then
but I
that
didn't
started,
think-
and then that started the whole tiff between him and Jimmy.
I understand. No, what started the tiff was no money. All right. If he would have said shut up but given him the money, then there would have been no issues. Okay. But I don't like the fact that my question, which was basically, saying, hey, do you guys think you can keep up with these guys anymore?
Tobin, your questions lead to looks looks that express a lot. Jimmy's look. Remember those eyes Jimmy gave you?
Look,
remember those eyes Jimmy gave you?
Yes, but he also listen. Sometimes we've had good eyes. Sometimes he's told me I've had lovely eyes,
and he gave you that eyes when you asked him that question. That was pretty much.
That was after. That was after.
Was it really after?
Yes. The side eye from Jimmy was post shut up.
Well, if JFig still loves us again, maybe she would post a picture to show. But JFig,
but it was post. It was post. That was after the suspension.
And the eyes was way before that.
What? When he told me about
2 years ago.
When he
No,
told
not
me
even like 3 years ago.
when he told me I had great eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was post losing in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
That's when he showed up at the Dreads, and everybody was upset about that.
But then remember the question you asked him after he said those comments about Boston, New York, after he got hurt against the Philadelphia.
That face wasn't about his comments. That question I asked him, has he talked to Pat Riley since the whole ordeal? Because he had demanded a trade.
The ordeal that you started?
I didn't start it. I don't agree with this, and I'm not going to ruin the Heat. You want to know something? I might not even go. I don't know.
You lie. You lie.
You ain't got to lie, Greg. You ain't got to lie.
You know what? I'll ask Yakuchonis a question and I'll leave.
For sad.
Yakuchonis.
Caspers, what'd you think about this first year? All right, see you guys. I didn't ruin anything. Because you guys always think I'm going to ruin something.
Look, I'm telling you this year.
The facts are the facts.
Facts are the facts. He's right. But with this year, with all the angst that they put you through, I can understand if you ask them a question that might be,
But they put me through the same angst when they lost to the Celtics. Same angst.
Yeah, but these last 2 years, the angst is it's been a little too much.
It's all been too much. What's happened to us? What's happened to us? What are we? This is crazy. You can't beat the Raptors? What's happened to you?
The Magic.
The Magic. Little brother. Stuffing you in a locker. The Celtics toy with you like a chew toy. And the coach is sitting here being like, if we didn't have those 13 games. Well, unfortunately, dude, guess what? 82 games. All right? Them's the rules. You can't just wipe away. Not 69 games. But I'm not going to do anything to ruin this organization. All right. I'm not going to do anything. Here's what my biggest post concern is Bam. I want to know, what's his tone? How does he feel? Where's he at?
That's where we're
you gonna put it in the ether.
Exactly
You ever thought about getting out of here? He said,
"Wow, no. This will be the question, Riles. What are you gonna do to make sure that Bam is not frustrated to the point where he's going to ask for a trade? He's been here with this organization the longest.
Depends on what Bam says too. That's your lead. That could always be your lead.
That's going to be your question. That's going to be your question. What are you going to do? Because in a way, he wants to ask a certain question without asking a certain question because of a particular player that he said that he doesn't want to talk about. But all of a sudden, he's been mentioning that individual over and over the last week or so. So in his way of asking about Giannis, he's going to ask about Bam. And Riles, what are you going to do to ensure that Bam, who will be looking for a contract extension, will remain part of the Miami Heat?
Oh, no, he has a contract extension. I'm not worried about that. He's already locked in.
You sure about that?
He's got 3 years, 155 the next 3 years. He's making
the extension kicks in
next year.
Next year. Okay.
Yeah. No, he's going to get a lot of bread the next 3 years. He's good on that.
But you're gonna ask what's gonna ensure. You ask what will ensure that Bam remains part of the Miami Heat and not ask for a trade.
I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna ask because one, I don't know what I'm gonna ask.
You
and
probably
two, I'm not having this evidence against me.
You know what? Run it by me like I'm Troy Aikman for the Dolphins.
I'm not gonna. I don't need you as a sounding board because I know whatever happens.
Hey, let me be your sounding board.
No.
Why not?
Because you're gonna just blame me anyway.
We're gonna hear it anyway.
You know what? You know a way around that? You let me have skin in the game. So if I give the okay to the question, then I can't criticize you for the question because we both have skin in the game.
I want to be clear about one thing before we go to break. The Jimmy Butler thing was not my fault, and I'm not gonna let people blame me for the breakup of the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler. It's not my fault, and it's not my fault. I was the only one who wanted to pay him.
Look at he's giving you hungry.
I was the only one who said pay him his money.
Look at the hungry eyes.
Literally the only person here who said give him all of the money he wants.
Why they all give you the look like they don't trust you?
But I'm the only one who said pay him his money.
And you would have been stuck like Chuck right now.
Not really.
Yes, you would.
His knee would have been fine here.
No, he would not.
We injured him. How you can say how could we injure him if he was on our team? Exactly.
He would have been injured on your team.
No, because
he was already injured on your team.
No, because you are making an impossibility. That would mean Jimmy Butler would have to be in 2 dimensions in the Spider-Verse. How could the Miami Heat injure Jimmy Butler if he was on the Miami Heat?
He could be
impossible.
Yes, he can be injured. He could be injured in practice.
Yeah, but that's not how he got hurt.
He got injured in a game.
He got hurt against the Miami Heat.
Right, but he was always going to listen. But the last 3 or 4 years have shown you that Jimmy was going to get hurt.
No, I don't believe that. Fluke injury.
Every year was a fluke injury?
Fluke injury.
Every year?
The ACL was a fluke.
So every year since the NBA final playing run,
it was Kelly Oubre's fault and it was Pod's fault. 2 flukes.
You can't even get away with that.
Hey, we gotta go to break, huh? We gotta go to break. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to our headlines. Brought to you by Doral Hyundai. You always pay less with your pricecito at Doral Hyundai. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Leroy, hello, friends. What do we have on the Masters leaderboard today?
All right. Hold on. I'm watching it, but
your boy Scotty Scheffler's not having a good start to this front nine.
Yeah.
Hard times for him?
Hard times, Daddy. He's even.
Yeah. All right.
Two over for the day then.
Well, Rory hasn't teed off yet. He's won. The only guy who actually moved today, there's 2 guys. Terrell Hatton is 5 under for the day. And who else? There's somebody else who's at 4 under. But other than that, right now it's
all right.
5 under. Patrick Reed hasn't teed off yet. Terrell Hatton is 5 under.
So
that's the best round of the morning.
Justin Rose has shot to 5 under. He's shot 3 under for the day through 11.
That's the guy I thought was English.
Yes,
he is English.
Yeah, he is.
But I thought Patrick Reed was Justin Rose. That's who I thought. I confused.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you.
And Wyndham Clark has shot 4 under for the day. Yes.
I mean, who has a more intangibles name than Wyndham Clark?
Wyndham Clark.
And you know who else is playing well?
Who?
Your boy Brooks Koepka.
Really?
He's 1 under for the day.
Oh, wow.
I understand.
How about that?
And Scotty's 1 over for the day.
You Brooks Koepka.
And another gentleman, Tyrell Hatton from English. Tyrell, 2 R's, 2 L's.
Yep.
He shot 5 under today, and he's at 3 under.
Yeah.
Yes, he's intangibles. He's English.
So is Anthony Joshua.
Come on.
Just asking a question. Terrell, I don't know.
I mean, now it's not Terrell. I said Tyrell. T-Y.
T-Y.
T.Y. Hatton also doesn't sound very intense.
All right, here we go. I got it right now. Sam Burns is at 5 under. Wyndham Clark is 4 under. My leaderboard on the internet is not good as the leaderboard on
ESPN.
On what I'm watching, the coverage that I'm watching.
Well, yeah.
So I'm looking at this leaderboard on the internet, and it's terrible.
Dude, you familiar with the internet?
Yeah.
You do know their record, right? You do know his record against the internet, right? Technology.
Yeah, but you're trying to raw dog the Masters leaderboard?
There you go.
Like you're just trying to wing it off the hip?
No. I'm looking at the leaderboard online is not it's slow for some reason.
Somebody said Leroy's using Bing.
What are you using, dude?
I don't
ESPN.
You got to go to I'm gonna go to the Masters website. There you go. There it is.
Website. What's wrong with ESPN? It's perfectly up to date.
ESPN is the one I'm using. It's telling me all the scores.
Giving me live.
Well, because when I pull it up, I just pull Master Scoreboard, right? And
that's how you're doing this.
Leroy, this is your update, man.
All right, ready? I got it. I got everything.
You've already got the scores.
Fine. I'm telling you, I just went to a bad site and it didn't.
Shouldn't you already have it pulled up?
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, but some of these comments are funny. They said you asked Jeeves.
Point for it's incredible. Witcher. Also in our headlines, you got the Miami Heat. They'll be back on the hardwood tonight if that tickles your fancy. Spoda's he's not emotionally prepared.
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
Jeez.
Neither are the Heat.
No, they are not. They're not emotionally, spiritually, physically. They just don't look ready. Or they just look ready to go to Cancun. Wherever.
Justin Rose is now 5 under. No, it could be Rose and McIlroy again. That was the
grouping last year. Yeah,
the playoff. They weren't grouped together. Rose, remember, shot a crazy like 6-7 under. The final.
Rose is 4 under on the day, but this is probably what I told you was going to happen, right? That the morning guys are going to play well, and it's just it'll be interesting to see how the guys in the evening play, because the evening times were a little bit higher than the early morning times.
The Miami Heat play tonight, 7 o'clock against the Washington Wizards, 5:45 preheat with Solana and Tommy Ty. The Marlins, they start a 3-game series with the Detroit Tigers tonight at 6:40. First of a 6-game road trip for the Fish, 3 against Detroit, 3 against Atlanta. Afternoon the rest of the weekend. Saturday, it's a 1:10 first pitch. Sunday, 1:40. And that one, of course, is you got a couple of aces going at it, Sandy and Scoobal. So that is your series there. And the Panthers will be taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs tomorrow at 7 o'clock. They lost last night 5-1.
Oof.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Exactly.
weird that
it was a closer game than the score indicates.
Right, but it's crazy that I've watched the last maybe couple of weeks of hockey, and with who they have playing, they look like they were slow. And I've never seen that out of this team.
Yeah, I mean they're broke. I mean Seth Jones just had another injury. He broke his foot. He played through a broken foot and then broke his foot. So he is banged up yet again. And then yes, 2-a-days. Scary Terry. Terry Rozier was officially released. We started the show with that today. What a day. Just to hang a banner up. We're straight into history. Terry Rozier. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Were we excited when they traded for him?
I was a little excited for sure, because Kyle Lowry was putting up like 4 points a game, and this guy was having a.
So it was relative to what you had,
and
not relative to who.
And he
was.
loved the nickname.
Scary Terry.
Yeah, you know,
Scary Terry.
Tobin loves anybody with a nickname. He's gonna be a fan of.
This is the thing that I will always want to know, and I'm really sorry, but it is impossible not to think about this because of all of the facts afterwards. But what the hell happened? Like, was it? Yeah, we could just go with the conventional looter in a riot. Okay, I won't deny that. You know, he was on a terrible team, was efficient, but he was on a terrible team. Comes here. He only had like 2 good games that really stood out. The Knicks game, the Cavs game. Then he has this mystery neck injury. Huh? Which, if you remember the year before, also had a mystery foot injury. And then the next year, legitimately, before all the scandal stuff comes out, he looked like a guy who had forgotten how to play basketball. Was it the injury? Was it something else? Was he compromised? I don't mean to have suspicions. It's just natural that I would after all of the facts afterwards. And so I'm sorry. And you know what? I think I'm allowed to feel that. I'm sorry if I'm allowed to feel that. That when I look back at the Terry Rozier era, I think to myself, did this just guy turn into a pumpkin, or was everything here on the level? I'm serious. Like, am I not allowed to think that?
You are. But I have questions for this reason. Whatever was going on before Terry Rozier was traded wasn't made evident by the team trading for him. And from that standpoint, the Heat got jobbed a little bit, because these issues with the betting, whether they end up turning out to be anything or not, these were all going on long before the Heat traded for Terry Rozier. And the fact that the league said that everything was okay, made the trade okay, and then it wasn't, means that they have some explaining to do.
Yeah, which is why they gave you a shut the hell up, here's the second round pick. But my whole thing is, just like anybody who has shadiness or issues that they've had in the past, if this did happen, I don't know that it did, but it seems like there's a lot of corroborating evidence.
Yeah.
So, circumstantial, whatever. Not a lawyer. Call Florio. But is it outrageous to think that if that did happen, that it wouldn't have happened here. Why? Why would he stop? So, I don't know. But I know one thing. It was very strange that they just kept him on the roster all year.
Right.
I don't know what the hell that was. It's like the Heat were on just like a transaction lazy river. They're just like, whatever, whatevs. Didn't want to do anything with it. Weird to me. Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. He'll take on the Wizards tonight. Feel like they should just go youth game tonight. Don't even feel like Bam should play. Definitely don't play Norm. That'd be silly. The guy's out there looking like he's one step away from I don't know. But like I think you go I would just like if you're Spo, have the young guys play it. Whatever happens, happens. Start Yakachonis, start Jaime, start Kalel. Throw some key shot in there off the bench, maybe a little Fontecchio if you're feeling frisky. And then just whatever happens. It's the Wizards, dude. What are they gonna do? Nothing. They want to lose. So why even do the veterans really need like a get right game? Didn't work last time. They played the Wizards, beat them, and then back to their old tricks. So I would just give Yakachonis again. Like they did that last year against the Wizards, where it was just like they let Jaime kind of go crazy. He had a stinky year. They let him go crazy. Then they still lost at the buzzer to Bub Carrington. But that's what I would do. I mean, because are we seriously gonna sweat out, win these last 2, and rely on what the Hornets do? Like, no. Let the young guys go out there. See if Kaz has himself a game tonight. I think that'd be kind of a benefit to at least to him. Let him run the offense a little bit. Let him be an actual point guard for once.
Based on where they are now, I wouldn't have been upset if they would have did this at the beginning of the year.
Just go youth the whole year.
Like how much, the thing is that these young guys would have been farther along. If you were going to trade them, right, you would have some people would have been able to see them. And you can't tell me that you would have been any worse if you had not gone with the youth movement. I'm not buying it. I don't believe it.
I don't know if record-wise you would have been as good, but like I think the idea of being the 10th team in the East, like what would have been the difference between having 34 wins doing your plan and 42, right?
Right.
So from that point, I can kind of agree with you. Lito Ford saying Bronny James broke his own ankles last night, tried to dribble between his legs, tripped and turned the ball over. Did he really? I didn't see it last night.
I mean, if we're gonna go at one play where he played bad and then not look at the fact that
did they win?
They won. He played well. He gave his dad a nice bounce pass for a dunk. Dad gave him an assist for a 3-pointer. But I mean, I know how it is. Let's just always make fun of the one play instead of the other series of good plays.
I don't even see it. Like I talked to
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's not even one of the first thing that comes up.
It is what it is. And by the way, the kid's actually improved better than he has from people thought he would be from last season.
Assist from dad is crazy.
An assist from assisting your dad is crazy, but getting an assist from dad is crazy as well.
Right.
Like, it has taken him a few attempts on that one though.
What?
To get the assist from dad.
They haven't even played. This is like the first time they're starting to play together like on the court. Like he's been getting a lot of
but you remember
minutes.
the first time that they did it. Like he got like two or three looks at that. They were trying to make that happen.
Okay, cool. But guess what now? It's just natural.
How many years is this his second or third year?
It's his second season. Hey, if you want a certain guy to possibly think of coming back, no shots can be.
I told the Heat to draft Bronny from the jump. Now they got Pella Larson, so I mean it worked out okay for him.
Not a good game by Pella last night.
Yeah. Well, it's because he's got the guts. Nobody else does.
He's got the guts.
He does. Like if the one guy who's left with playing like Heat culture is Pella Larson. That's it. The rest of them and Bam. But the rest of them, and I think I bet Pella and Bam. I think back to that Bucks game where Pella had the clutch bucket, and that was before came back. You think like him and Bam were like, "Hey, you and me, huh?" He goes, "You and me," and then all of a sudden, oh no, Pella! Sorry, my friend, your shot attempts, they're going down, buddy. I saw you get a little too comfortable with clutch time. Ole! Man. Tell you what, you can hit Pelle Larsson in the face, but you can't hit his heart. Oh, well.
Definitely could hit that nose, boy. That's a big schnauz.
You feel like it's a big nose?
Oh, it's a big nose.
I feel like he's got a perfectly fine nose. It's tough to say anybody does on a team with Jovic, and this is coming from me.
Other Eastern Europeans be like, look at him like, yeah, you got a big nose.
Jovic, dude. This guy. Unbelievable. K-Gator says, Terry Rozier or Josh McRoberts? Yikes.
Josh McRoberts.
I think I'd rather go.
He wasn't good, but he was on the team playing.
He wasn't on the team playing. He was notoriously injured all the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. No, he was notorious.
Hey, yo.
He was like OG Fat Cat. Got that deal, never showed up for work, and then like the strangest he was a little, you know what? Unfortunately, you know who's playing a lot like him? Jovic. Because Jovic did the same thing that McRoberts would do, where he would be like right at the rim and then never wanted to just lay it up. I'm like, you're 6'11". What are you doing? Apparently great vibes in the locker room because everybody seems to love Josh McRoberts, though. I don't get it.
Cool white boy.
I guess so. He's got that Jesus hair. But I don't know. I guess I'm going to go with I guess I'd go with Terry Rozier just for that Cavs game. That was another Olay twin situation because him and Tyler never played together. And when they did, maybe a theme.
Watch Terry Rozier end up on the Lakers and go crazy.
Oh, I don't think so. They tried that with Philly Cheese, remember? Like he came back, he had like
they won a title
with
Philly Cheese.
But he didn't play.
But they won
But he didn't play. He didn't. It does matter. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter.
He's got a ring. Philly Cheese got a ring.
Did he get a ring?
He got a ring.
Let me see that ring. Like, don't they have to vote on that?
No, they don't.
I think they do.
He got a ring.
I want to see that ring.
You're
telling me he got
in his
sent a
bio.
ring.
It says Deion Waiters, 2020 NBA World Champion.
He didn't play.
Doesn't matter. J.R. Smith didn't play, and he got a second title.
Well, he should have gotten taken away for not knowing the score.
Oh my goodness, that was brutal, right?
Listen, if it was J.R. who allowed that block to happen.
By the way, Terry Rozier's got bigger problems about what than ending up on a roster.
What, ending up in jail?
Yes.
Yes.
All right with there. I think he got cleared, didn't he?
No.
He's still in
He's not cleared at all. He's very much not cleared. I don't even think they've gone to trial yet.
And it's federal.
You know who else isn't cleared? Chauncey Billups. That
Okay.
can't look good for him, though. Them having a better record than they did with him last year.
No, this team was going to be who they were with him as the coach or without him as the coach.
Who is it? Who's their coach? Their coach is Thiago Splitter, right?
Yeah. The guy that
Which is
LeBron-
crazy.
Been around. Anyway, we'll take a break. Play a little "You're Dead to Me" to close things out. All right. Let's bury some people. You're dead to me. Go around the room. Say what is kick this off from the week. Mine's a preemptive dead to me because I already thought that I was going to be there, but I thought to myself, too early. Because I'm trying to mature as a person. You know, I'm working on myself. However, Clayton McCullough on Sunday, if Sandy's cruising and we get to the 9th inning, and you pull him, you will be dead to me. You're dead. Be dead to me.
A preemptive dead to me?
A preemptive dead to me. If we face that situation again this year.
So you were upset with him telling him, Sandy?
Oh, Vlad, what?
Even though Sandy gave up 2 guys on base?
2 guys on base gave a little bloop, little double, and a walk. And here's the other thing. They didn't have their closer.
I get
so
that.
you got Bender in there with his froth throws, you know, trying to lay it on into that little chain thingy that they have on the Frisbee golf courses. I don't know what the hell he's doing half the time. Yeah, I was infuriated. And the thing that pissed me off the most, didn't even go ask him how he's feeling. Didn't even go ask him. They just made the decision. Slap in the face. I can allow that once because I wasn't emotionally ready to respond to that. But now I am. So, Clayton McCullough, should you do that again Sunday or this season? Dead to me. Be forewarned. All right?
You're dead to me.
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
Leroy, who's dead to you?
Okay, so I had a different dead to me until you got me going with this Terry Rozier thing. And I'm going to say, the NBA, you're dead to me because you had to know something. We just saw in football a guy who we all know was hurt get denied a trade because they complained about the injury that they knew he already had. But they could reverse the trade because that's part of the rules. The NBA cleared a guy, making the trade okay, and the team lost a first-round pick because they cleared the guy. How are you not trying to make that right?
Yeah.
A second-round pick don't make it right because you know why? A second-round pick ain't a first-round pick.
Exactly, dude.
So they're dead to me because this whole situation smells. It really does.
Yep.
Now, maybe the Heat should have known better because you knew the issues that he had beforehand and you still went through with the trade.
What do you mean by issues? What do you mean?
They knew he was in some kind of trouble.
They didn't. No.
Nobody knew about this until afterwards.
No, they did not know that he was in trouble. Nobody knew about this until January of last year, except for the NBA and the Hornets.
Okay, got you.
That's not true.
Not even more so then.
Yeah.
Because the Heat didn't
Everybody
even know.
knows
You didn't
he's
even
like bandits.
you didn't even
Everybody
give
knows
that information.
Stinks to high heaven.
Stinks to high heaven, dude.
Stinks to high heaven. But that sounds like the Heat got jobbed, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They got worked because how's the NBA know about the situation? The team that's trading them know about the situation, but the team trading for him doesn't have all the cards on the table to be able to make a valid, decision on whether they want to go through with this or not. This is not like the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns gave a guy 230 knowing he was going through some stuff.
There's a reason they call him Commissioner Cover-Up, dude.
Do they?
They do now.
All right.
Jennifer?
I know who it is.
Who's dead to you? Been quite quiet this show.
I wonder why. Listen, I don't really appreciate when someone decides it's okay to go ahead and hijack Mr. Tickle Leroy's fancy and decides to go ahead and just air out dirty laundry, really.
Was it dirty?
Well, aren't you?
I mean, you guys make it feel like it's dirty. You guys make it feel like there was something that was so huge that happened, and it affected the whole experience of the interview and their time at the station. Nothing happened. Britt and I, yeah, sure, we may have been attracted to this man, but that doesn't mean that anything happened, and nothing will happen. Okay.
Did you crop him out of the picture?
Oh, I'm gonna show you about a little crop. Give me 2 seconds with that one. Okay, but I think this is a little played out and unnecessary.
You're dead. I'm just saying. You said you were out, and then the thumb said different over the weekend.
No, I'm still out, and I meant it, and I just want you guys to actually believe me when I say
power
that.
of the thumb, just like it was like Thor to the hammer.
I told you I was supporting the Miami Heat. Okay.
They don't deserve support right now.
Well, they're family. Anyway, talking about the cropping, I'm not the only one, by the way. Look at Mr. Leroy Horde's face.
Yeah, those are longing eyes.
Those are longing eyes. If you're gonna go ahead and throw me under the bus, I'm gonna throw you under the bus.
Hungry eyes.
Okay, because look at that. Enamored.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you are. Lizard.
Now, if I play the comments that Jennifer, myself, and Brittany had yesterday.
The craziest thing is that you act like you have all
what's this?
thing that you to air out.
If I play the comments that was told to me.
This is why you're dead to me right now.
Bullpen fodder.
The bullpen fodder yesterday? Oh my
And
God.
that stays there. I don't understand why you have to go ahead and just throw it out in the air like that. Again.
I didn't say what was mentioned. I'm just saying the bullpen.
You're about
fodder.
to.
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say that. Come on.
You already have.
No, I haven't. If I was gonna say what I have to say, mops and towels would have to be brought on. It would be disgusting. It's been that.
There you go again, making it dirty.
That was me.
I didn't do anything.
I wasn't talking about the sound.
You're dead to me. What? Who's dead to you, Vlad?
Everybody's supporting this Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel as if this is nothing. No, it's something.
Something.
It's definitely something. And just because she's a colleague and might have done your show and everything like that, and she's good at what she does, it's great. But we all know if it wasn't her and somebody else, we would be talking about this cracking joke. So just because it's her, she got to catch these jokes. Both Vrabel and her need to catch these jokes. So
I hope it's the downfall of the Patriots.
I mean, the people in the AFC East would like
it's
that.
It's crazy because the downfall of the Patriots ain't gonna have nothing to do with that. It's gonna have to do with their schedule and the fact they can't protect their quarterback.
It's not gonna do with that.
I mean, we just need something to throw in there. It doesn't matter. It definitely not gonna. It's definitely not, might not be the cause. But
you got all these horny people around. You got Robert Kraft. You got Stephon Diggs,
and now you got TMZ and Page Six
want
to be involved. So yeah, they're going to have a reason.
I mean,
if they don't come out the season playing very well.
If somebody doesn't blow up interlocked fingers at a Dolphins Patriots game this year, we've messed up as a country. The fan base. That's what I'm saying. That's you're dead to me.
That's you're dead to me.
You're dead to me. Man, what a time. All right, everybody. So we got a big sports weekend ahead. Everybody buckle on up. Leroy's going to go and watch this golf like crazy. Did you end up?
As you can see, I have been watching.
She can't see. Oh, okay. There it is. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
So what is you?
Hola, amigos.
You're going watching this on after this, or you got post show plans before you watch the rest of the Masters today?
I'm gonna go to the gym because I've been exercising with Teaspoon and been doing stuff I probably shouldn't be doing, trying to show her how to do it. And so I need to go and
don't pull a Channing.
Work the kinks out. Oh no. Hey. Yeah. We went on a long walk and now my back is killing me. So Leroy, what you snacking on for the Masters? I'll tell you what I'm not snacking on. Nasty ass pimento cheese sandwiches. Disgusting.
It doesn't sound that bad, Leroy.
Yes, it does.
No, I'm not emotionally prepared to answer that.
I'm telling you. Like I don't understand how it's.
I just want to know, like, what was he thinking when he was asked that? Like, what do you think went in his mind? Was it just trade everybody? Was it
what
when he just the words when he wasn't emotionally prepared?
He sounded like he was thinking, "I am so
really
done with this."
Emotionally ready to answer that right now.
He sounds done.
Yeah,
he sounds done.
Or done with certain players. I don't know.
Yes, that's what that sounds like.
But I'm not mad. I'm not like. I mean, it has to be frustrating for him. But I always say this: what role does he play in it?
Oh, he definitely wears some of it. For sure. There's no doubt about it. They have to do. This feels like a year. I mean, like you guys, they all use the Jimmy thing last year as their scapegoat. It's like, oh, it was a disastrous year. It was chaos, all this type of stuff. And now it's like, all right, well, what could you possibly say now? What could possibly be that there's not going to be cause for some kind of a different path? Like you can't just continue to bang your head against the wall. But I thought that last year too. And the Norman Powell trade was cute for like 4 months or for 4 weeks, and then
banging their heads like some heavy metal purists.
Yeah. But anyway, everybody have a great weekend ahead. If you guys are interested, tonight live on YouTube at 8:00, I'll be on the call for DBX6 Dirty Boxing Championship. We got the interim heavyweight championship of the world.
If you've never seen professional Tobes, give it a look.
Yep, buttoned up, dude. And we'll get after it. No, I don't go tie. That's Florida, dude. Nobody does tie. It's I don't even think I own a tie.
Well, good luck with that, Tobin.
Thank you. So you guys can tune into that. If you want to go, it's at the James L. Knight Center tonight. Tickets still available. Check it on out. Should be fun. And everybody have a great weekend ahead. Heat, get your emotions in check. Panthers, rest up. Marlins, bless you.
Thank you.
Kick the Tigers' ass. And Dolphins, keep doing you. Keep scouting. Keep scouting. Canes, keep practicing. Keep doing your thing. Mario, looking for those intangibles. Keep looking. Keep finding what intangibles there are. And everybody have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you rascals on Monday.